Happy Thursday, everybody. Ben and Woods, 97.3. The Fans get our heads right this Thursday morning. It's been a long week, even though it was a short week. I kind of woke up feeling like it was Friday. It's not. It's fine. It's Thursday. We got 2 more shows for you this week. We're heading out to spring training on Sunday. Very, very, very excited for that trip. Can't wait. Champing at the bit, which we learned on this program. It's actually champing at the bit, not chomping at the bit, which makes no sense to me. It never will, and I actually hate saying it, but I have to say it to be grammatically correct. Welcome in, everybody. I'm Woodsy. Paul Reindel's our executive producer. Good morning, Paulie.
Hey, how are you?
Doing good. Champing at the bit, as I said. That's how I'm doing.
And I actually just used that phrase.
Did you?
Texting with somebody the other day.
Did you say champing?
And I spelled it CHAMPING, and I knew that's what it's supposed to be,
Yep.
And yet it still felt wrong.
And that person got it, and we're like,
They didn't say anything.
What is he doing? It's champing. It's stupid.
They might have just been being nice.
Benjamin Higgins, the chairman, Friendly Neighborhood Sports Anchor. Chairman hair looks pretty good. You've been keeping it tame.
Thanks.
Looks a little tame. You look less like Mao Zedong than you used to. You normally do.
All right, so I have been.
Oh, have you?
Oh, boy.
You've been sleeping with books on top of you? Sleeping up with books on top of your
but when I get my hair, in the morning or before TV, put my product in.
Yeah.
I start now by smashing the product into the top corners to see if that'll flatten it out a little bit.
Sure.
I don't know if that helps or not, but I've been changing my regimen a little bit in order to minimize the chairman hair.
Yeah. I mean, it looks good. You can't take your headphones off real quick. Let me see. Look at me.
It's not perfect. I can't change the shape of my head. So.
Yeah.
What would he look like with a shaved head? Would it just be 2 protuberances coming out of each side?
Maybe I'm an alien.
If he just buzzed it, would it just be like, oh, I'm put my coffee cup, or put my ashtray here, my coffee cup
It'd be
here.
like an inverse cone head.
Yeah,
like two smaller cone heads.
He's like, this is why I grow hair over it. But it looks better, I guess. I think.
Sort of. Maybe.
I think it does. I can tell. Oh man, how's everybody? Everybody doing well?
Good.
Yeah,
I am doing all right. I did see your point though. When you know you're doing something grammatically correct, but you think the other person's going to think it's wrong.
Yeah, I think you're an idiot.
And so you have to make the decision. Do I want to be confident in knowing that I'm right, even though they're going to think that I'm wrong? Or do I do it incorrectly on purpose, knowing they'll probably not notice to blend in?
Yeah, I mean, chomping at the bit is what we grew up saying. Chomping at the bit. Oh man, are you excited, dude? I'm chomping at the bit. It's champing. It's champing at the bit.
Yeah.
So I don't understand.
Yeah,
it was hard enough for me to get nip it in the bud instead of nip it in the butt.
Some people
just thought that's what it was my whole life.
Nip it in the butt.
Yeah.
Well, that's something, but it's different. That's different. You can, in fact, nip it in the butt if you're very lucky, but it's nip it in the bud, which I still don't understand either. Is that what a bee does? He nips it in the bud?
Nip it in the bud means to take care of something early.
Yeah.
So my guess is, and I don't know the etymology of the phrase, but my guess is a flower before it blooms.
Yeah.
You nip it before it becomes problem. Although flowers aren't problems, you want them to bloom. So I don't totally get that. Maybe it's a weed. Nip it in the bud before it.
Nip it in the bud.
Derived from gardening, where cutting a plant's bud prevents it from fully growing. It signifies proactive, quick intervention.
Yeah. Don't you want the plant to bud though? That's the thing. Is I feel like if I nipped it in the bud, that's a bad thing.
Right.
If you nipped it in the bud,
but we refer to it as problem behavior, like with your kids.
Got to nip it in the bud now.
Nip it in the bud now before they become total juvenile delinquents later in life.
Yeah. Good luck nipping anything in the bud with children. You can try to nip things in the bud all you want. It doesn't work. You just can't do it. They realize your consequences are BS. They really do. If you two don't behave, you will not. We're flying to Dallas in a couple weeks as me and just the boys. Hannah's got to stay home and work for my grandmother's 90th birthday, surprise party for her. And my new bit is, if you guys don't clean it up, there will be no iPad on the plane. You will sit on the plane, because we don't do a lot of screen time. We do not do a lot of screen time. But on a plane, it's like, all right, man, this is a treat, a reward, whatever. Enjoy. And
not on a plane, though.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, an iPad on a plane is just required.
Right, but
or
that's
like in-seat entertainment of some sort.
But there's no like they can literally when we go to Hawaii, they can use it for 6 hours.
Right.
Like we do not
like adults do.
Correct. Right. Yeah. When you're on there are no rules. All bets are off.
Of course.
You guys want to eat Skittles and play on your iPad on a plane? Whatever makes you happy and calm. Fine.
So that you're threatening that they're going to have to raw dog the flight.
Yeah.
They're not good.
I am threatening a raw dog. I'll be like, you guys can color, you can Bo, you can read. Taylor, you can practice your letters, whatever, but you will not be on iPad. And they're like, yeah, right. I mean, they know damn well that when we get on that plane, we'll be like, here, take this. Here's your headphones. Here, you take this.
If you don't,
because I'm screwed.
You're screwed.
Yeah, I'm screwed.
And they know that.
So they know.
Every seat pretty much comes with an iPad nowadays anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
But they know damn well that it is just an empty, vacant threat. And there's nothing I can do about it. Nothing. Unless I actually wanted to ruin my flight and potentially everybody else's flight on the way to Texas.
Yeah.
They realized
I'd be 4 rows back. Give them the damn iPad.
As Taylor's just going blah, 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 blah next to you until you give it to him.
I was like, give it to him.
They just own you. They own you.
I'd be like, here, kid, you can have mine.
Yeah, they own you. And the funny thing is there's a point that you realize when you're a parent, they're like, okay, yeah, they own me. And they know it. They know they've got me. They got me by the balls. They're like, there's nothing I can do to get out of it. So that's my new threat. Is taking the iPad from the plane, but it's as empty, Benny. It's as empty as the trash cans were yesterday, dude. It's as empty as it gets. And
speaking of the next generation, got an email yesterday. Thought I'd share it with you guys. I won't say who it's from, but it says, "Good afternoon, Ben. My name is blank. I'm a senior at San Diego State University. I would like to do an informational interview with Woodsy about the radio industry. Can you please let him know? Thank you and have a good day. Signed blank." Okay.
He went to you?
Yeah.
So Paulie, hold on. I am San Diego's concierge. Paulie is the assistant to San Diego's concierge.
I'm San Diego concierge's concierge.
I am now the scheduler for San Diego's concierge.
Secretary.
So he reached out to you
me
to get me.
To get to you.
Why does he...
Well, I mean, I guess it's fine. Can he not? Maybe he couldn't figure out your complicated.
He's the one guy in San Diego that can't find me to send me stuff.
Maybe he kept trying to send it to Stephen with a PH Woods or something.
Is he a tier 1 that thinks it would be faster to reach out to Ben than to reach me? That's such a good point.
But the other part of it is that, I mean, I know a thing or two about the radio industry as well.
How great is that?
You're jealous.
I mean, if he had said, I'd love to interview Woods and get his thoughts on the Deftones, then I go, okay.
It's just Deftones, by the way. It's
not the Deftones. See, exactly. I would be like, I totally get that. Yeah. Okay, sure. I'll set you up.
Yeah.
But I mean, the radio industry is something that I've worked in for longer than even you've worked in the radio industry.
It's true.
I think you've got valuable insight, of course.
I mean, you would think, but I just don't. I don't know. Why wouldn't he have asked? Hey, Ben, I would love to interview you and Woodsy for some information.
Dear Manny Machado, I would like to interview Fernando Tatis about the baseball industry.
Let's try that.
Let him know.
Let's try that on next week. Manny, hey, buddy. Hey, good to see you, man. How are you? Yeah. Probably don't have room for you this year. Could you run in and tell Toddy, though, that we want to talk to him? How's that going to go?
We should start actually doing that, though. We should start as the guys walk in from the parking lot. You hear it all the time when we're out there. Yep. They'll walk by. They'll say what's up. Hey, how long are you guys here? All right, I'll catch you guys tomorrow or Wednesday or whatever. We should, like, when Crony walks by, be like, Crony, dude, hey, come over here. Can you go see if Joe's available?
Just watch him flip out.
See what he does.
God. So here's the thing. You know what? Out of the goodness of my heart, why don't you just write him back and say, I'm available. I'd be happy to help. And then you can just do it.
No, I already set you up. You have lunch in La Mesa next Thursday after we get back from spring training. You're good to go.
What's funny is it's probably true. Listen, I'm not the right guy to ask about.
So what did you reply?
Did you reply?
I forwarded it to you. I thought that was the extent of my my responsibility has been fulfilled in this matter.
I have not
Thank
seen
you for your attention, and I've washed my hands of the whole incident.
Isn't that nice for him?
Kid still needs
I wasn't
to learn.
asked to do anything other than, can you please let him know? Consider yourself let know right now.
Okay.
See, the kid needs to learn. If you would have come to me, I would have just set it up for both of you.
Correct.
And wiped my hands with it.
Yeah, correct. I don't know what to do. Probably not the right guy to ask. You don't want to ask me. Not today. You don't want to ask me. You don't want to ask me about the radio business today. Not today of all days. I'm pissy. I'm just going to take it in. I'm going to take it in. I'm going to look around our studio and never know when it'll all be over. You know,
it's only month number 2
yeah,
of
I know.
the year.
Yeah. Just going to take it all in, man. You know, nothing is promised to anyone. Nothing's promised from our side to theirs, their side to ours. Sometimes promises are broken. Things happen. You just never know, right? So I'm just going to live in the moment and enjoy this show because it could be your last. You never know. Could be our last spring training here. You never know.
I don't like the way you're talking.
You just never know. I mean, so you just never know. So if he wants my unvarnished opinion, not the best day for it. Not the best day for it.
So I was your therapist. I might probe a little further, but
but you're not.
I'm not. So I don't know that I want
it's good.
down
Everything's fine.
that direction.
I don't know.
Lest you be confused, Ben's not a therapist.
I'd be the worst therapist.
I'm just saying. You never know. You never know. Everyone's time is limited. Like ours, it's weird because we're under a contract, so that's limited to the time we can work here, right? So,
sure. Yep.
You know, and in life, you want to feel like you're progressing forward, not in reverse. That's a kind of a life motto of mine. I want to always, you guys know that about me. How can I be 1% better? How can I get a little bit better? How can I advance? Advancement is important to me, not backsliding, things like that. So this gentleman, I will reach out to him and say, give me a week or so.
I will. I'm going to agree with what you just said.
Yeah,
that's
my wife in the chat. All right, babe, that's good. But
I think this is my personal philosophy and opinion. Your life will never be perfect.
Right.
You could have all the money in the world. Your life will never be perfect. But if you can constantly feel like you're advancing, and there will be setbacks, of course.
And then there's bumps along the way.
After the bump along the way, though, you find a way to advance it again.
Of course.
And just like football, you know what?
I've been a master of that my whole career.
Move it forward a couple of yards, 2 or 3 yards. Keep moving it forward. Occasionally, you'll get sacked. Setbacks will happen, but then you slide up and you try to advance your life again, and just keep moving it forward. And eventually, you get down the field, you score a few touchdowns.
Yeah, but, sometimes you win a Super Bowl, and then the next year they're like, oh, you don't get to wear a helmet, actually, this year. So you're going to have to do it helmetless.
That seems dangerous.
It does. It seems like a dangerous game to play, in my opinion. But what do I know? I'm just a radio guy. But I'm happy to interview or sit for that guy. But, yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Can we talk about what Paulie brought to work today, or is that a surprise?
I think it's a surprise.
Okay, we
want it to be a surprise. Okay. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going
when
to,
it makes its debut, we can talk about
it's going to add to all of your pleasures. Does that
we may be going up a level.
We'll call that a tease, not a long tease, something that will pay off hopefully in the next few days, but we will. We're excited about something.
It's not more pies. So we've exhausted our pie talk.
I did enjoy my Boston cream pie yesterday at work. I even shared it with
cream pie work.
My Twitter followers.
Good. How did I not? You did?
Yeah, you didn't see the pictures?
No, I didn't see this.
Yeah. I took pictures, and it was one of the most retweeted and liked pie photos I think that's ever been shared, likely on social media.
I see the end of the internet a day, and I missed this.
We had 2 options for our birthday celebrations at Channel 10. We had the chocolate Boston cream pie, and then a lemon topped Boston cream pie.
Still with chocolate?
No chocolate.
Okay.
Skip the chocolate. I don't know if that's technically a Boston cream pie or if that was a lemon cream pie, but you had the cream filling.
Delicious.
Man, Benny, All right. You didn't have a little slice of each?
I had a little slice of each.
Oh, you did have a little slice of each.
Of course, I had a little slice of each.
Walk me through it. You had 100 likes on that.
I know.
Just be careful posting Boston cream pies on social media.
Hashtag Boston cream pie.
Not everybody scrolling through their timeline wants to see that.
Well, I mean, if you're on a diet, it's probably not the thing you want to see.
Right.
That is unbelievable, man.
Finest from the local grocery store that money can buy.
And did the birthday people enjoy it?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't do like
it was a bold strategy from your director at work. Bold to be like, everyone's getting cream pies, and you don't have it say cream pies only. I'm going to get a couple different cream pies for different people, but only cream pies. You're like, I wanted a cupcake, or I wanted a birthday cake.
This isn't like confetti cake or chocolate cake, something that's fairly safe.
No, it's cream pies only here.
I mean, there's
12 you don't get to pick which kind.
12 different months, 12 different birthday celebrations. Got to be 12 different desserts. I think she's committed to the bit. She wants a different style of dessert every month for each birthday celebration.
It's a good idea. I think inherently it's a good idea until it's your birthday month and you're like, I don't eat flan or whatever. Like, I don't like this. I just got absolutely hosed. And then she can go, did you have cream pie in February? Yes. Okay. Well, you got something you liked too, but I don't like this. I like
scraping
flan,
the bottom of the barrel at the end of the year.
What's the worst dessert? Like, what's out of
for me?
What's
I
the
would say
worst? Like when she brings it in, you're like, nobody wants this.
Like coconut cake or something.
Oh, I love coconut cake.
I can't do that one.
God. Ugh. Yeah, dessert dictatorship at ABC 10. She put you in charge of it, the chairman of desserts. What is the worst dessert?
What is the worst dessert?
Like, all desserts pretty good. Pretty good. What's the worst dessert? Remember those? Well, I don't know if they had them here. I'm sure they did. Do you ever have at a Mexican restaurant those peanut patties? You know what I'm talking about? They had the like peanut patties. You could buy them on your way out the door. They weren't really like a dessert they served on a plate. It was like peanut. Those always made me sick when I was a kid. That's all I can think of that I didn't really like. Carrot cake I love.
I don't love carrot cake or coconut cake.
I love flan, by the way. I love it. It was the first thing that popped in my head.
I think a dessert just by nature is
delicious.
Always good. Like, you may not like chocolate or Jell-O or whatever. That doesn't mean it's bad, because a lot of other people may like it.
Panna cotta to be kind of boring sometimes.
Panna, that's the Italian.
It's like flan, but like not even as exciting, not as caramely. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not my favorite.
Fruit cake's probably the worst dessert, I would say.
I guess, yeah, if that's a dessert by nature.
So the people in December are like, oh no. Whoopie pie. I don't know what that is. Sounds good though. The big green Jell-O molds with fruit cocktail floating in it. No, delicious. I will eat that for day. I make my own. You guys know that.
Did somebody say carrot cake? Because
carrot cake's it's ungodly good.
It is so good.
It's ungodly good. Ungodly good. I love Jell-O molds. They're my favorite thing on the planet. Like, if I could eat one every day.
I think I'm the only person who loved that. The Jell-O 3-2-1, where there was it separated into three layers. Yeah. There was like the creamy layer, the middle layer, and then the regular Jell-O layer.
Everybody
on top.
liked that.
No, I don't think people liked that. I loved it.
I make every year for Thanksgiving. You guys know I make a trough of the cherry Jell-O with cherries in it, and then the vanilla cream. Yeah, the creamy top of it, and nobody else likes it. So I just go and I eat the whole thing. I did not do one this year because I was on my fitness journey, but I was like, are you not making the Jell-O? I go, I can't. I'll eat the whole pan.
My mom would make like a strawberry Jell-O with cut up strawberries.
Delicious.
And it was outstanding.
With the cream on the top?
Yeah. It was so good.
Fantastic.
Chris says the sugar-free desserts at a buffet, when they always have that section for gluten-free and sugar-free. And I'm going, I mean, maybe you just don't have dessert at that point. If that's your choice and your lifestyle is sugar-free and gluten-free, great for you. You're healthier than I am.
I can't do it, man.
But don't be looking for desserts at that point.
Purple asks if today's show is just going to be about cream.
Yeah, we can do that. We're unfettered, right?
Yeah.
Like, we can do whatever we want. Macaroons.
So
those aren't good.
They're totally different things, right? Macaron and macaroons.
They're different.
Okay, those are two different,
completely different cookie desserts. Macaroons are like a coconut cookie thing that I hate.
I can eat those.
Macaron are the like meringue with a little layer in the middle. I used to not like them. Now I love them. The French, like a really good French macaron.
Yeah.
It's kind of an almond flour, a meringue almond flour cookie that is delicious, I think.
I would say red velvet is my number one least favorite. I hate red velvet cake. I think
that's a good one.
I think it's
that's a good choice.
Yeah,
it just doesn't need to exist.
It doesn't.
Some people. Well, I understand people liking it. I don't understand the red velvet stands. Like it's
psychotic.
Their favorite by far, and it's like chocolate, but not quite as good as chocolate.
Right, but it's way worse than vanilla.
Right.
Yeah, way worse.
I'm not sure about exactly what they're going for with the red velvet cake.
It feels dirty to me too. Like,
I mean, traditional red velvet is made red with beets.
Right. You know, Ben, remember Ben's seductive pose that he had when he did his video the other day? That guy eats red velvet cake, and a lot of it. That's what I feel. A guy that looks like
with his pants off.
With his pants off, that would sit back in the cut like Ben was. He eats red velvet, in my opinion.
I'm trying to think of other bad desserts. Like, I'm thinking of there's a lot of cheesecakes that are way too extra.
Too extra.
That doesn't necessarily mean they're bad, because I guarantee you eat a slice, it's delicious. You're just like, I don't need Reese's and Oreos smothered,
smashed
pancakes between Kit Kats,
with an Oreo
covered in caramel and chocolate sauce. Like,
with the Oreo crust, you're like, enough.
That's a little too much. I bet it tastes good though.
But you can't eat the whole thing. You have to have like one
You're like,
bite.
that looks so unappealing.
What about lemon cake? It's I can eat it in a pinch, but it's got to be moist. It has to be moist.
Angel food cake.
Gross.
I like angel food cake.
It's all spongy.
It's a little spongy.
Gross.
It's got a spring to it, like you're eating a sponge.
Yeah.
Butter cake.
Oh, butter cake.
Coffee cake.
Good. Coffee cake's delicious.
Yeah.
I love coffee cake.
Oh, that's great. I don't know if that's a dessert. That's a breakfast.
Yeah.
Right. It's a breakfast dessert.
Breakfast dessert. All right, let's jam.
Yeah. All right, let's get going here.
We'll get to some more
we will
cream
set the menu and talk some Padres. Are they going to go with a 6-man rotation? A little hint from Craig Stammen yesterday during his media session. We can talk about our thoughts on that and the labor negotiations and the decision made by the players, including Jake Cronenworth, part of that group yesterday, making a big decision for the MLB Players Union. We'll talk about all that and set the stage because we got a very special guest coming up in the first half of the program as well. Why don't I just spill it now? Mikey Varas is going to be with us at 7:35, head coach of SDFC, ahead of their MLS opener on Saturday. We'll set the rest of the menu coming up next with Ben and Woods on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. GEGE 000-466. For a full list of games and rules, play at 7 Mile Casino. Visit 7milecasino.com.
6:24 in the morning. But if you had a hankering to play cards, if you're coming off the night shift, and I've met many tier ones who they listen to us on their way home from work sometimes. Not on their way to work, but on their way home. 24/7 option to play cards at 7 Mile Casino. I love it because we don't have that many 24/7 options here in San Diego.
Yeah, man. And they got, depending on what you're looking for, if you want to play some cards, high limit action too, they've got it all at 7 Mile Casino. They got Texas Hold'em, Pai Gow, Baccarat, and of course, California style blackjack and friendly dealers, delicious food. We were just talking about food. I'm trying to think of the dessert I had there. I know I
Messy
had one.
Sunday is always
Messy
great.
Sunday. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. They got everything you need.
And if you wanted right now, you could order the Kung Pao chicken because it's on the 24/7 players menu. And most people probably aren't hankering for Kung Pao chicken at 6:25 in the morning, but someone out there is.
Yeah,
and
100%.
You've got that option at 7 Mile Casino. Plus friendly dealers, comfortable chairs, TVs all over the place, a warm, welcoming environment with big windows to look out on San Diego Bay. I mean, what more could you ask for in a card room? It's 7 Mile Casino right down the 5 freeway in Chula Vista, just 7 minutes from downtown. And let's check out how traffic's looking this morning with Kelly Danick.
He just, here, I'll show you a little. Just a little.
Please don't.
Just a little bit. What hurts on you?
Nothing at all.
A little bit.
Nothing. Now,
So let's say
whatever you're about to touch is the only thing.
Let's say
It's going to hurt.
Right?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Pretend your knee hurts.
Pretend your knee hurts.
It's going to in a second.
Right here.
Oh, that is not pleasant.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? This spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Humul Casino Resort, now open.
Saw some fun video from Padres spring training yesterday, including the team working in the stadium on their ABS decisions. Did you see that?
I saw that. It's great. And it was whoever was it, Casti that did it, and it was like a foot outside.
That was a pretty obvious one. I think Ethan Salas tried one. I saw a video Jesse Agler posted.
When he was catching, or
it was not. He was catching.
Catching,
It
okay.
was unsuccessful, but it was like at the end of the game, like, okay, well, I might as well use it. You'll see that, late in the game, like, well, use it or lose it. So you start to have to get more aggressive in your decision making late in the game, where you have to be kind of conservative early in the game because you don't want to lose those challenges. But it's good to see. I'm sure all the other teams are doing it as well, but something you have to practice this year. Like, hey, I've got to think about this because I have a split second, like 1 second to make the decision. If I'm the batter or the catcher or the pitcher, and most pitchers are not going to be authorized to make that decision by their teams, but for the catchers and the batters, it's got to be instinct. It can't be like, okay, back out of the box, I pull off my gloves, and then I go, oh, tap my head and think about it. Too late. You have to do it right away, like second nature. So they're practicing kind of those reactions to the ABS challenges.
I wanted to get your guys' take on this. I forgot to bring it up when we got in on Tuesday, but I saw it over the weekend. It was Chris Sale. Did you guys see what Chris Sale had to say about the ABS system?
I did not.
Braves pitcher Chris Sale. He said, quote, "I will never challenge a pitch. I'm not an umpire. That's their job." And I go, all right. All right, Hardo. Like, I love Chris Sale. I think he's a G. But I was like, well, why though? Like, if you throw, he's been in the league a long.
We don't need more umpire apologists,
bro. 100%. Like, I get it. And I'm sure umpires heard that and they were like, hell yeah. But Sean Murphy, his catcher, goes, well, we'll go over it with the analytics team. Like, let's just tap the brakes out there because he doesn't have to. If Sean Murphy wants to challenge one, he can.
Sure.
But what I don't think is going to happen is Chris going to his catcher and go, hey, no matter what, do not challenge this guy. Like, I don't think that's going to happen.
It's rare because the umpires, as much as we criticize them, are pros at their job. But every once in a while, you see that pitch that is middle.
You're like, what's going on? Where were you?
Did you blink or something? And they just didn't react or something?
It's just a brain fart.
Even Chris Sale's going to go, oh, come on. It's right down the middle. And, like, it's fine. It's part of what the ABS is for. Umpires, spoiler alert, are human.
So the funny thing is about
so this will help correct some of those really egregious mistakes like anyone's going to make. When you're calling, I don't know, 15,000 pitches over the course of the season, there's going to be 5 or 6 of them that you completely biff just, because you're a human being.
Right.
And this will definitely correct those. And then, the close ones, well, that'll be a little more of a strategic decision for teams.
Here's an interesting take by Jared Diamond on Twitter. He said, here's the thing. This is actually very smart from Chris Sale. And if they aren't already, every team will mandate pitchers never challenge quickly into the season. I wrote about this topic last spring training. Pitchers are notoriously horrible at it. Pitchers, Knack said, I think it was Landon Knack said, pitchers are horrible at it. We probably had a 90% miss rate with all the pitchers last year, added Dodgers catcher Hunter Fiducia. Chandler Champlain, a pitching prospect for the Royals, said there's a good reason for that. Being biased as a pitcher, I think anything close is a strike. So the Dodgers minor league catcher said when pitchers did it, they had a 90% miss rate. You don't want it. If that's the case, fine. Mandate that not one pitcher gets to call for a challenge.
Well, I know Craig Stammen told us at FanFest, like Nick Pivetta not doing it. I would imagine probably most pitchers will not be authorized to challenge.
That's so funny.
There will be probably a couple of veterans who, if they ask for that ability, going to be tough to tell them no. Like if Max Scherzer, wherever he ends up signing, he hasn't signed yet, right?
No, he has not.
If he says to his manager, hey, I'll be responsible, but I got it. His skipper is going to go, no, sorry, Max. You can't do that. Yeah. Justin Verlander wants to do it with the Tigers once or twice. No one's going to put up a stink about it.
I'll let Michael King do it, right? I'd let Joe Musgrove do it. I won't let Nick Pivetta do it. I won't let Randy Vasquez do it, but I will let those two dudes do it. 100%.
Does that create a problem, though, when you have
other
some pitchers?
Why does he get
to do it and I don't get to do it? I mean, we all know why, but do you really want to spell it out? Like, because
I don't trust you, and I trust them,
and I trust him is not a great conversation that you want to have as a manager.
So you're
one of your pitchers,
but just blanket
to everybody.
To everybody. Any pitchers? Yeah, that's interesting. I can't wait to see how it all unfolds. I really can't. It's going to add. I mean, I already love baseball so much. I can't wait to see the new added intrigue, strategy, all that comes with it. What moron burns his challenges before the game's over. Like, just burns them and lose them. It's going to be fantastic. I cannot wait.
The first time a team has lost both of their challenges in the first inning or something, it'll be a story.
So good.
Sure.
I can't wait.
All right, here's what we've got coming up. More baseball talk this segment. After that, though, it is a throwback Thursday, and what a throwback it is.
Big
because one. It was it 7 years ago, Paulie? Are we talking about
7 years ago?
7 years ago. That maybe a seminal moment in Ben and Wood's show history, and you might remember if you're thinking about what time of year it is. We'll take you back in our 7 o'clock hour.
Minus the maybe. It was not maybe a seminal moment.
It was.
It was a seminal
moment in Padres history.
Yep.
Seminal moment in
not just Ben and Wood's San Diego history, maybe even.
And it's the moment, in my opinion, that put the show on the map. So I am eternally grateful for that.
All right, we'll have Don't Do This at 7:20. As I already mentioned, 7:35, we will be joined by the head coach of San Diego FC, beginning their second MLS season this weekend on Saturday night against FC Montreal. Mikey Varas is going to check in. Of course, they've already played 2 games in the Champions Cup, CONCACAF Champions Cup. This is the first MLS game as they defend their Western Conference regular season title. I saw picked by Sports Illustrated to finish 3rd in the conference this year, behind Vancouver and LAFC. Okay. But we'll see. I don't know if not having Chucky made a kind of decision to knock them down a couple of places. Vancouver's good. Obviously, they ended up winning the conference in the playoffs, and they're going to be good again. LAFC is always tough. But remember last year, a lot of people were picking them to finish last or near the bottom of the pack, and they surprised everyone. They won't catch teams off guard this year. Everyone knows who SDFC is, and knows what they're all about. So that'll be a little bit different. We'll talk to Mikey about that coming up at 7:35. In our 8 o'clock hour, we'll have our Throwback Thursday game of Real or Fake. Chance to qualify for the Zach Bryan tickets at Snapdragon Stadium. Paulie's going to do some early Rindle Report headlines at 8:35 because we'll have spring training Sammy joining us in our 9 o'clock segment today as we continue to move him around different day parts as the Padres kind of change their schedule from day to day. This is the last day without spring training games. Cactus League games begin tomorrow afternoon at the Peoria Sports Complex as the Padres take on the Mariners. And as we mentioned, it will be Logan Gillespie getting the call, we all expected going into the season. The number one starter for your San Diego Padres.
Not the case.
Logan Gillespie pitching the first inning of spring training tomorrow. And then we'll wrap things up at 10 o'clock and get you ready for a Friday. But let's check traffic. And then when we come back, the news yesterday from Craig Stammen, kind of maybe a throwaway question, but the possibility of a 6-man starting rotation to open the season. And I mean, I was going, aren't you having trouble coming up with a 5-man rotation? But Craig Stammen is like, we might actually go that route. We'll talk about why coming up next here on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center. Injured? Demand justice. Demand Jurowitz. 855GetRoss.com. Here's Kelly Danick.
Well, anybody out there on the roads at this time is liking the ride, unless you're this one person. Northbound 125 before Navajo Road, solo vehicle accident over to the right shoulder. Yeah, we're looking at mostly dry conditions around the county. Might see a spotty shower or two, but the heavier stuff is on its way later this afternoon. I'm Kelly Danick with Ben and Wood, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
When you're still really trying to figure out your number 4 and 5 starters, seems like asking about a 6-man rotation is a little odd, but the topic got brought up yesterday, and I think it made me at least do a little extra thinking. Here's what Craig Stammen had to say yesterday in Peoria.
Have you thought at all, like Joe and Michael coming off injuries last season, different degrees, have you thought at all about the pros and cons of 5-man rotation versus 6-man rotation, or is that to be determined down the line?
Yeah, I think a lot of things that we talk about internally are like that. You know, even when we go back to the offseason, we're talking about some of the relievers being starters. Just things that we talk about and evaluate, see if the pros and cons of it, and then make a decision. So we haven't made that decision yet. We'll see how spring training goes. We'll see how they, handle all the live BPs and the simulated games and the backfield games and the actual games in the stadium, and then, see how they're recovering. If they can do it every 5 days or if they need that extra day, we'll kind of map it out with off days and all that as best we can.
Fair to say both are possible.
Yeah, everything's on the table. We want to do what's best for them and what's best for the team, and how we marry those two things is yet to be determined.
Even with all the
all right. So if you heard AJ Cassavell's question, it really had to do mostly with Joe Musgrove, Michael King coming back from injuries last season, and wanting to be careful with their innings, especially early in the season. It's been talked about with both of those guys, and one way you can do that is by giving them extra days rest between starts by creating a 6-man rotation. Woods, pros and cons.
Pros are maybe potentially more long-term rest and success.
Preservation.
Look, the NBA, everybody knows their load management issues, okay? And I believe that in the NBA, I believe they are issues. I think that is an issue. That being said, if I'm running a franchise in the NBA, I'm like, load manage. I want these guys ready for playoffs.
We got three months of playoffs, potentially.
We have literally 3 months of 90 days of playoffs. I want my guys rest. I'm sorry that kid and his dad spent that hard-earned money, but don't we want to win a try our very best to win a championship? The Dodgers did it last year. They did it the year before. They do it in a way that, if you're creative about it, you're not really going to get popped for it. I think the last GM to get popped for it was Billy Epler from the Angels. He got popped for fudging things here and there and load managing. Look, I saw yesterday, there's 4 Dodgers already that are, he's not going to be ready for opening day. Yeah, no kidding. We know the plan. We know the strategy. For the San Diego Padres, though, Ben, you got to have 6 guys that you can trust. You will lose, more than likely, a bullpen arm.
That's one of the cons. So the cons include losing a bullpen arm because you can only have 13 pitchers. So if you have 6 starters, that means only 7 relievers instead of 8.
Which, by the way, okay, like our bullpen's pretty nasty. I think it also has to do with, how the diagram of what it looks like must be like one of those detective murder scenes, because you're like, we've got off days here. He's got options. He doesn't have options. We could put him here. It must be overwhelming to think about. But when you bake in some off days, like, I think early in the season, while you're trying to figure out what you got, it's not the worst idea with guys that have been banged up.
One of the obvious cons is twofold. If you have a 6-man rotation, presumably your 5 and 6 guys aren't as good. And so you're using less quality pitchers to face opponents in real games. But also, you are getting to pitch your good pitchers a little less often as well. Nick Pivetta and
correct
Michael King don't face the opposition. If I'm the other team, I'm like, great, 6-man rotation, less of a chance that we have to face your aces in a series. I
want those guys every 5th day.
I hate doing things that the other team are happy about.
Correct.
So that's definitely
Would you rather face 4-5-6 or 5-1-2? I mean, it is different, and again, the strategy behind it, if you strategize it the right way, I think it could work.
But here's why it could make a lot of sense for the Padres early in the season.
But you got to have the ability to shuttle guys back and forth. And I know that's not ideal for them. I know it's not. It sucks, but you're not there yet. If you still have options, your team should be able to use those options. There's guys, I think Logan Gillespie was one of them. That El Paso shuttle. There's been a ton of guys that got sent up and down.
And we got 4.5 weeks essentially to kind of figure it out and see how guys are looking, because you also need 6 major league arms,
healthy, ready to go,
to do a 6-man rotation, not just 6 guys.
And here's why I think it might be a good idea for the Padres early in the season. You guys realize this. There's only so much you can find out about guys at spring training.
Correct.
They will look at all their bullpen sessions. They will look at how they perform in Cactus League games. Some guys will face major league hitters. Some guys will face minor league hitters. And you may have an idea or a hunch, but they're looking at J.P. Sears. They're looking at Herman Marquez. They're looking at Walker Buehler, Tristan McKenzie, Marco Gonzalez,
Matt Waldron,
Griffin Canning if he's healthy. I promise you, a few of those guys are going to look pretty decent. Others may struggle a little bit. But you won't really know until they pitch against big leaguers in a real game. And if you're only giving one of them a chance to do it in the first month of the season, you may pick the wrong one. If you go with the 6-man rotation, at least you get a couple of those guys who you think are your best options. And you can start really seeing like what you've got in a 5 or a 6. And it may help you later on in the season by identifying early who truly are your best 5th, 6th, 7th pitchers, because you got to see them face real big leaguers in a real game and not just in like 3 or 4 Cactus League starts against who knows who they're going to be facing. You don't know what teams are bringing to a game in Peoria, whether it's their B squad, whether it's a split squad game. If you come in this 5th inning, 6th inning, you may face a lot of guys wearing number 84 or 91. And you go, I don't even know. This guy doesn't have a name on the back of his jersey. How am I evaluating my pitcher against a guy who might not make their single A roster? Right. No idea.
Right.
But you can get a really quick idea once you start pitching them in real games in April.
I think track record speaks to it too. Like track record, proven success in the big leagues. Walker Buehler's got it. Herman Marquez has got it. Like those guys have done it at the big league level. Yeah, man. Look, in a perfect world, you'd go, oh my God, we got 6 guys that are dialed, and we got 2 more that could also go. Maybe somebody's interested in one of these guys and we can work a trade for a prospect or whatever. But again, we say this every year around this time. Baseball has a way of working itself out to where you just have just enough, right? You have just enough. You're ineffective. You get hurt, whatever it may be. Baseball works itself out I caution everybody to sit here this morning and go, this is amazing. We got 8 starting pitchers, because it never, ever works that way.
And there will be a couple of guys who won't have it. And, the hitters will tell Ruben Niebla, and the coach is like, I don't think he's got it. I go up there, we're seeing the ball really well against him. There's not a lot of bite there. You can eliminate probably a couple of candidates in spring, but for the most part, I bet you're going to have 3 or 4 guys at the end of spring training who are all like, yeah, he was throwing, pretty well at times, and, he might be the one, but this other guy might be the one. You're not going to know until you start pitching him in some games, and a 6-man rotation may give you a little bit more of a runway to, I know it's real games, but try out some pitchers and get some information for later in the season.
Yeah, 100%. I wish David J was in the chat because he probably knows this stuff off the top of his head. But like, who does have options? Walker Buehler, I'm assuming, does not have any options.
And he doesn't even have a contract right now.
Correct.
It's just a minor league deal. My guess is if he doesn't make the team, he's got the ability to
opt out,
go wherever he wants.
Yep, if anybody wants him. So
that's usually with veterans how it works.
Yep. Herman Marquez, I'm imagining, is the same thing. He got a major league deal.
He's a veteran. He's a veteran. He's been in the league long enough that I doubt you can send him to the minors.
Right. Tristan McKenzie potentially
probably has maybe an option.
I don't
know about that one.
I believe that JP has one left. So I mean, again, like, you're gonna have to be cagey. You're gonna have to be manipulative about how you do it. You could also, if you wanted to, as a lot of teams do, hey, your quad's still tight. Okay, cool. We're gonna put you on the IL to start the season, and
you get paid, and then
you get paid.
You still are
sit on your ass,
big league
you're
money,
a big leaguer, and
when you get on the injured list,
and we're gonna be able to use you.
Yeah,
you're gonna need 8, 9, 10 pitchers to get through the season. You just will. So I'm happy about all of this. I love that we have the opportunity to even discuss the potential of a 6-man rotation, because I'll tell you, at this time last week we didn't. We didn't.
True.
This time last week, we go, what are we going to do? Who's our 4? Right? Like, he's even saying Randy may not be the 4. Now you're looking and go, oh, okay, we got 8 starting pitchers, all getting fairly decent reports out of spring training. But again, don't go blanking each other's blanks just yet. We've got plenty of time for things to go wrong. The WBC still exists. Spring training still exists. Fatigue, injury, all still exist.
The other big baseball story yesterday involved the Players Union, the Major League Baseball Players Association, electing Bruce Meyer as their new executive director on an interim basis, replacing Tony Clark, who resigned. Jake Cronenworth is one of the 8 players on the executive committee, the top leaders among the players in the union. It was a unanimous vote of those 8 guys, plus all the team representatives that were on the call. So I think 38 total players that, made that decision to unanimously put Bruce Meyer in. Bruce Meyer was already going to be kind of the lead negotiator for the CBA. So that makes a lot of sense for baseball for this year. He was going to be the key figure talking to owners. Now he gets the title of executive director, but will continue to be the key negotiator for CBA talks. Speculation as to what this could mean. Jeff Passan wrote a long piece about, maybe this opens the door to the players getting a deal done and, not having a work stoppage. But Craig Calcaterra, who we follow his newsletter, he points out as well that, it's the owner's choice to lock out players in December.
It's the owner's choice.
Well, we all know it's going to happen, and that's what we're heading to. You don't just immediately absolve the owners and go, well, they had to do it. They don't. Craig made the point very, very smartly. They can continue to play under the current agreement. The reason the owners don't want to do that is if they do, then the players can then strike.
Yes.
Once you get into the season, and that gives them more of the leverage because then, owners are losing gate and revenue at that point versus the players being worried about losing their salaries.
Well,
but both sides can come together and go, we're going to keep negotiating good faith, play the 2027 baseball season next year. There's no requirement of a work stoppage on behalf of either party.
No, it's not.
If everyone works on in behalf of a good agreement for the game, you can get that done.
We can continue this discussion if we want to, but there was a quote yesterday that kind of made the rounds from Bruce Meyer. Bruce Meyer. Our position and the historic position of this union for decades on the salary cap is well known. It's the ultimate restriction. It is something that owners in all the sports have wanted more than anything, and baseball in particular. There's a reason for that, because it's good for them and not good for the players. Very spicy first shot fired across the bow that we already knew. We knew the shot was coming. Still, now it's written down.
This is the time for spicy shots on both sides.
Oh, 100%.
We will see if when you get closer, if there's time for compromise and reasonable takes on both sides as well. We'll come back. Throwback Thursday. Yep. It's Manny Machado Day on 97.3 The Fan.
Take us back 7 years ago today. Where were we as a show?
Man.
How was it going for us? How long had we been on the air at that point?
Let's see. 7 years ago today.
11 months.
11 months.
Almost.
Yeah, we had been just about getting to celebrate our first anniversary on the old mighty 1090.
That's right. And we had introduced Ben Reed's raps and things like that. You know, we were making a foothold. There was a foothold.
Memory serves, for the first few months, we started out as a 6 to 9 a.m. show.
Did we?
But then sometime before, well, now in the year, we switched to 6 to 10 because if memory serves, this happened in our 9 o'clock hour. And I remember thinking, well, if this had been a couple of months ago, we wouldn't have been on the air because we would have already wrapped up the show. We liked 3-hour shows, but in this case, a 4-hour show played to our advantage.
Well, and we ended up staying. Well, yeah, we stayed on longer. It was Rome after us, and we just went right through Jim.
So
Rome.
you'll remember, the Padres the previous offseason had signed Eric Hosmer. Surprised some people.
9:24 a.m.
Okay.
Had surprised some people, but, it was pretty big layout, but it didn't result in.
Hold on. Stop. If it's 9:24, that means we were on till 10.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
We were on. We had switched to 6 to 10. We started at 6 to 9 for the first few months.
Got it.
And then it switched to 6 to 10. And if you'll remember, Padres had spent a good chunk of change on Eric Hosmer the previous year, but did not really get much in the way of results that first season. And we didn't really know what the future held for Padres acquisitions. The offseason had gone on with a couple of big names on the market. They were Bryce Harper and Manny Machado were both free agents. And it stretched out all the way to the start of spring training with both guys still looking for new homes. Lots of rumors of the big guys, of course, involved. And every once in a while, we'd hear a whisper about the Padres. But at that point, we were also jaded about, the Padres and didn't really understand Peter Seidler and Ron Fowler, where they were coming from, that we dismissed most of the speculation as like, okay, yeah, you're kicking the tires on Manny Machado, really? But, it was out there enough that we were paying attention to the rumors and the tweets and just kind of keeping our eye out just in case something would happen. And then all of a sudden, on the morning of, what was the exact date? Was it today?
It was today.
So February 19th, 2019, 9:24 in the morning. Paulie's always very good at keeping an eye on things as we're talking about whatever we were talking about at that moment.
The Patriots coming off of the Super Bowl or something.
Something like that.
That's the genius of it. They decided they're not culpable,
guys,
for fixing games.
It's happening.
What?
Uh-oh.
Jeff Passan, check mark. Breaking. Free agent star Manny Machado has agreed to a deal with the San Diego Padres.
Wow.
League sources tell ESPN.
Shut up.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my God.
Really?
It's happening!
Yeah,
Oh, my God! What do we do? What do I do?
I know we need some music or something.
Nothing. Oh, my God.
Wow. All right. Here it
That's
comes.
Him, dude, that is him. Oh, my God. Holy ass word. Manny Machado, a Padre.
All right. This is
Sorry, Ben. Sorry, man.
This is pretty big stuff.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm looking at it myself right now.
God. I'm dancing.
Manny Machado has agreed to a deal with the San Diego Padres. League sources tell ESPN. There it is. Reputable source.
All right, guys. All right, just be cool. Everybody be cool. This happens all the time. No, we're doing. Yeah, this is a piece of cake. Piece of cake.
All right, this changes the discussion a little bit.
Oh my God.
Certainly, if you've got a reaction though, and you want to give us a call here, 858-457-1090, 877-792-1090.
Had some dozy dos next to
all
me.
right, we need to kind of reevaluate now.
What a time.
I listened back, and I'm so glad that you guys reacted the way you did. I would only describe my reaction as somewhat Chris Ello-like, in that, as we had discussed the whole offseason, a lot of the fan base was not in favor of acquiring Manny Machado.
That was too mean.
He was too mean. Yeah, he was, had his reputation that Manny had, and
still,
there was a lot of money. And I was going like, really, we're really going to do
Really
this?
doing this?
We're really doing this.
Crazy.
November of 2018, 3-4 months prior to him signing, we put out the poll on Twitter at the time. We said, hypothetically, let's just throw out an idea. 10 years, 300 million. I don't know. Just throw out a number for Manny Machado. And it was yes, sign him, or no, he's too mean.
Yeah,
and no, he's too mean was like 54, 55% of the vote. And then sure enough, 10 years, 300. We were pretty spot on that one.
It was awesome. It was a great moment. And we stayed on longer. We took phone calls for like an hour. We bumped Rome off.
We were supposed to go off at 10. It was, I think, Levitard actually.
Levitard.
That's why we went from 9. We stopped at 10 because they got rid of Rome. Levitard was 10 to noon, then Darren at noon.
So we cut into Levitard.
So took phone calls. We went to like 11, and I think Darren jumped on an hour early.
Yeah, it was fun.
I think he was in Peoria, wasn't he?
I think so. It was a fun day. It was a really fun day, and obviously enjoyed watching that dude play third base for this team for 7 years. It's crazy that it's gone by that fast, but that was the day that everybody tuned in, and it was just that first time. You're on a new show. You're not even a year in. It takes about a year to get things going, and it happened at just the perfect time for us.
You had the excitement of Tatis coming up as a rookie. Like we were expecting him to make the opening day roster. But
I don't know that we were. We were expecting him to maybe at some point make the team.
Right.
But
we were excited.
He forced his way onto the roster that year.
We were excited for spring training to watch him though. But Manny Machado, that signing put the Padres, not us on the map, but the Padres.
Us
on the
too,
map.
though. I mean, 100%.
Too locally, but
100% locally.
That was a huge, like monumental moment in Padres history.
It's insane. And then all the stories come out over the next few weeks about the meeting and spending 6 hours together at a restaurant in Miami. And
we all thought he was going to Chicago.
In a heartbeat. I thought it was done deal. I thought Yankees or Chicago is where he was going to end up.
White Sox.
Right? Yeah, White Sox. There was a glove.
Yeah.
So he posted a black and white glove with 13 on. I go, oh, he's done. He's out. I want to ask him in spring training, where's that glove? Do you still have your White Sox glove that you thought you were going to use? I'm going to ask him. Remind me. Because that was really close. That was really close. But what a fun day that was for our show and, of course, for San Diego.
I wonder how many people, if you even remember voting in that poll, who would admit to now saying,
oh, yeah.
Yes,
you were
too mean.
You voted. No, he's too mean.
Yeah, no, I'll admit it. I was definitely on the side of.
Sorry, man.
And I was wrong. You were right. It's one of the rightest,
one of the rare times
that Woods has ever been, and not as rare as you probably would joke about. But in that case, you were on the island with very few that thought and believed like, no, you don't understand how good of a player Manny Machado is and what a difference maker he could be for the team. We were all, come on, Woods. No, he's not the right guy. If you're going to spend that kind of money, you need to get Bryce Harper. You need to get someone, more, I don't know. Someone
as somebody
that
was new to sports radio, it gave you a lot of credibility. You lost it about a year later when you were saying like, guys, Eric, this signing was amazing. Hosmer is
I never said that signing was amazing. I never said it was amazing.
You rode hard for Hosmer.
I defended him because of a story that I heard. And I went, okay, that makes sense. Then more stories came into my head and I went, oh yeah, that was way bad. That's way bad. That's a way bad signing. That was fun, man. That was a fun time. I loved, and then it's been all fun since. AJ's made 75,000 moves since that move. I mean, it's crazy.
But the most recent, or one of the most recent, Nick Castellanos. Do you want someone like Nick Castellanos on your team, or is he too mean? Like, I mean,
bro, you're talking 300 million to 780,000.
True, but
it's different.
But you saw what we thought about Manny and what the reality was. Let's give Nick Castellanos a fair shot as well here.
JZ.com says, wasn't there a rumor? Remember the rumor that they were also going after Harper as well? Remember that? It had legs. It absolutely had legs. They were full court pressing Bryce Harper. I remember pictures coming out. Dude, he got married in San Diego
he got married at the Mormon church.
Like, he loves San Diego. He could absolutely be here. That would have been badass. Because Manny and
Harper might need to send a text out just to see how close that ever got.
Yeah.
You know who to text. On
that
one.
Hey, LeBron James got married in La Jolla, so I heard he might be interested in buying the Padres.
The trajectory of Manny and Bryce is just insane. I mean, they do those side-by-side numbers. Imagine them on the same team. That would have been amazing. That would have fed families,
does that team get
Mr.
it done?
Plow says. Yeah, oh, yeah.
That team gets it done?
I think so.
Harper and Manny?
Was so sick.
I mean, the crazy thing is, in hindsight, given what they ended up spending on Tatis's extension, on Bogarts, on other star players, they could have signed both of those guys and fit it into what eventually became their budget. And you could have had Bryce Harper and Manny Machado as teammates. We would have all lost our minds.
Well,
like,
the best.
You have both of them?
Isn't Harper's like semi-affordable for what he is?
Of
like
course.
he's like a Tatis type contract,
Well,
like 25 a year. I
The
think.
best would have been Bryce Harper pandering to San Diego like he does in Philly. Like, what does that look like? Hey, dude, what's up, bro? Hey, man. Oh, yeah, dude, just crushing burrito, man. Like,
He's just down
like,
at Termy surfing every
Vegas.
morning.
You're from Las Vegas. Like, what are you doing? And he drives up in like a Woody, he's got a
bag of fish tacos.
We talked about it.
You guys want any fish tacos?
I'm sure we talked about it last summer.
Would have been amazing. Flip flops, shorts, like
our boy John Marks, who we just had on the other day from Philly. We were talking to him when we were out there last summer, and we were talking about Harper, and he told us, nobody has ever adopted a city. He said it's almost annoing.
Yes.
Like cringy sometimes.
Well, even their fan base is like, we get it. Stop. Right. He's got the Philly fanatic on the inside of his suit. Like, is that this belt is actually made from the old Fanatic uniform. Right. That's why it looks fuzzy. I mean, it's like the worst panderer of all time, but that's kind of what you want, man.
These jeans are made with jersey stitching from the
He'll be starring in
Flyers.
season 2 of Task.
Yeah. Yes. It's kind of what you want. When a guy comes and picks your city and you give him a lot of money, you want him to embrace the city. Man, he's done the same thing. He's done this exact same thing. So that's what you want. You don't want the aloof guy that's like, season's over, see you later. I'm out. And I have no ties to this community other than I get paid to play baseball here. And there's been plenty of those. But I loved that day, man. It's a day that I will never, ever, ever forget. I do look at it as the most seminal moment in my radio career, other than the day I sat with Ben and had a beer. That was probably
and we
one.
didn't break the story. Obviously, Jeff Passan broke the story.
But we were the only show.
When it was broken.
Everybody else was off at 9, though.
But we had already established we want to talk Padres, and that wasn't easy to do at that old station because that wasn't the Padres station. We weren't. We were told like baseball isn't a needle mover, but we thought no, we're all in on the Padres.
Oh, yeah.
And they were bad at the time.
Our
so
boss
it was like, are you guys crazy? The Padres, they're terrible. They haven't made the playoffs in a decade plus, and this is the team you want to talk about. And we're like, yes.
We wanted to break down like Morejon versus Baez versus Luis Patino or something.
We wanted to talk about
was like NBA
Joey
draft.
Schmiglap, the prospects,
Maurice Jones-Drew.
Joey Lucchese.
Please pull up.
Please
pull up some old show rundowns. It's my favorite thing that you do.
It's not good, man. It's not pretty.
7 interviews.
One guy, Joe Wiz, the gambler.
It was
3 former NFL players.
Well, we were the new show on the station. So not only was our boss like making us do like
micromanaging,
hey, we got to get somebody that's at the NFL Combine this weekend.
How's he looking? He looks fast. All right, fantastic.
All right, but we also got saddled with all of the
stuff Darren didn't want,
stuff that the other shows didn't want to do. Like, hey, we have this agreement with USD Athletics.
Yep.
Somebody needs to have the volleyball coach on. It was like, give him to Ben and Woods.
Yep. We had it.
Can you imagine us doing an interview from the NFL Combine? I can't. Like a guy who's just giving us like, here's what's going on right now at the NFL Combine on Ben and Woods.
Yeah, Jeremiah Love's now. He just did his bench press. They do 230. You got 26 reps. That's pretty good. All right, cool.
We just wanted to talk about Luis Urias.
We just wanted to talk baseball, man. We just wanted to talk baseball.
And they made fun of us.
They did. We got roasted for it. I love it. That was so good. Such a fun day. Thanks for letting us go down memory lane with you.
All right. We got Don't Do This coming up next. Got a question on Don't Do This on one of the stories that we've got.
Pretty interesting philosophical debate on what to celebrate. And should you be raining on people's parades?
All right. We'll get to that coming up next after a quick check of traffic. Ben and Woods here on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. First, though, had a meeting with my Trajan advisor yesterday. I'm feeling so much more comfortable now about my own financial future. Just a reminder, No athlete gets to the highest level alone. There's always a coach, always a strategy. Retirement shouldn't be any different. Trying to navigate market swings, inflation, and healthcare costs on your own can be overwhelming, especially with everything changing so fast. That's where Trajan Wealth comes in, TRAJANwealth.com. Their fiduciary advisors take the time to understand your goals, your risk tolerance, and your timeline. They're independent, so they're not locked into one product or one approach. Everything is customized. Trajan Wealth is local, offices in San Diego, Carlsbad, and Del Mar, and they work with people who want confidence, not constant worry. Got an old 401k like I did, or investments you haven't looked at in years, this is the nudge you need. You can start by calling 619-367-0207. That's 619-367-0207, or take a few minutes online at TRAJANwealth.com. And when you're ready, everything begins right there, TRAJANwealth.com. Trajan Wealth, plan smarter, dream bigger. Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, SEC registered investment advisor, client, paid advertisement, additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Broadcasting live from the Bill House Studios. We know how. It's Ben and Woods. We got Mikey Varas, SDFC head coach, coming up in just over 10 minutes. So let's get right to it. Don't do this. Brought to you by Dixie Line Lumber and Home Centers, helping San Diego homeowners and contractors fix it, build it, and
enjoy it.
Correct. All right, Woods, why don't we just get right to it since we got Mikey standing by here in a few minutes.
All right, we got some great audio from a Cleveland sports radio host. He goes by the Riz. Riz is
Rizzler?
I don't think it's the Rizzler, Paulie, but his nickname is Riz. I don't know him at all, but do like Cleveland sports radio a lot. Andy Baskin, our buddy. Tony Rizzo is his name, so he goes by Riz. Makes sense. So the Guardians announced, the Guardians had a really rough offseason. The Cleveland radio hosts are pissed. They've got a generational player in Jose Ramirez. They didn't do anything in the offseason to help bolster their chances at all. Their GM was on yesterday on MLB Network talking about how they're broke and they won't spend money. It's not been great. So then the news comes out that they're going to do a Rajai Davis 2016 Game 7 World Series home run bobblehead.
10 years later.
After they won the pennant in 2016. We all remember that World Series against the Cubs. It was unbelievable. Davis hitting that home run off of Aroldis Chapman. Cleveland went nuts. Cubs, though, came back and won the game. But the Cleveland radio host, Tony Rizzo, is not buying this nostalgia trip. And I wanted to get your thoughts.
Guardians are having a bobblehead. Hold on. For a night where we lost the World Series in Game 7. Are we that they haven't won anything in 78 years? 78 years. They haven't won a World Series, which is people tend to forget around here like you can't believe. 78 years, and you're going to celebrate me losing Game 7 against the Cubs. Is that right?
Remember what I said about Cleveland fans not moving on? Yeah, May 16th, Rajai Davis, 2016, Game 7.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Look, I was there, okay? I realized it was an iconic moment, but we didn't win. If Rajai Davis hit a home run and we won Game 7, I'd still be celebrating. We didn't win. We lost. We're going to celebrate a Game 7 World Series loss. Does that make any sense?
Does it?
So I loved it. That was
a radio show.
It was a radio show. He just dropped a full F-bomb, by the way.
Is that a podcast? Like they're recording something extra?
I'm looking at it right here. It says
like a radio show.
ESPN Cleveland. Maybe this was a post-show thing. Don't get any ideas, Adam. I don't know. So, again, you're going to have the takes of, bro, what are you raining on our parade for? That was cool. That was a great moment in Cleveland sports history, followed by a not so great moment in Cleveland sports history. Normally I'm a hey man, celebrate everything, like have fun. But I did see his point. Like they lost, Yu Darvish pitched so well against the Dodgers in that game. And if the Padres go hey, we're gonna do game five. Yu Darvish only gave up 2 solo shots, pitched so well, we're going to do a bobblehead from that night. It would kind of turn my stomach. As much as I love Yu Darvish, as much as I love bobbleheads, it would kind of turn my stomach. Him walking off the mound at Dodger Stadium, and after having pitched the game, pitched his ass off.
Who hit one of the big home runs in Game 7 of the World Series for the Blue Jays?
I think Bichette got
Bo Bichette.
Let's say Bichette.
Yeah.
If he was, I know he's not on the team.
He's not there anymore.
You see what I'm saying? Would the Blue Jays celebrate a moment from that game?
Like in the 3rd inning. But see, this was a late home run. Yeah, they lost. They lost that game. So I do see his point, but I also see the team's point of no, we got to celebrate. We won the pennant that year. That was an insane baseball moment. He had no bit. Rajai Davis.
There not a moment from the ALCS like, hey, here's a game we won, and let's celebrate that we got to the World Series 10 years ago, as opposed to the Padres, they've won 1 World Series game.
Correct.
In franchise history. You want to do a bobblehead? Kurt Bavacqua home run bobblehead.
I'm in.
From the
I'm here for it.
The one game in the World Series they've ever won in 1984.
I don't have any Kurt Bavacqua bobbleheads, actually.
I don't either. I would love one.
I would totally love one.
Yeah, I would too. Bavacqua. But it's tough. It's tough. I do get his point, but of course he's a sports radio host with a pretty hot take, and he posts the clip on social media. You can imagine the responses. So it was good, though. I loved it. I thought it was great.
All right, let's get right to do this so we have plenty of time for Mikey Varas.
DD mega doo-doo.
Let's congratulate the U.S. men's hockey team on a pretty exciting game yesterday afternoon in Milan, quarterfinals against Sweden. Team loaded with NHL stars. Tight game. U.S. was up 1-0 after a goal in the second period and just trying to hold on for dear life. Like, can we avoid giving up the goal? And they got to the final 90 seconds, and you're like counting now. They pulled the goalie. Sweden's got the extra attacker on, and Zibanejad scored with 90 seconds to go to tie it at 1-1. And you're like, oh, no. But then they went to overtime, and Team USA was able to pull out the 2-1 win at the quarterfinals. Quinn Hughes scored in 3-on-3 overtime, which is weird. That's not how they do it in the NHL. The ice looks like empty. It's just three guys and a goalie on both teams skating around. Plenty of room. And that lifted Team USA into the men's Olympic semifinals against Slovakia, possibly a collision course against Canada in the final. Of course, the Team USA women going to be taking on Canada, I believe, this afternoon in the gold medal game as well. So everyone's going to be keeping an eye on that one, the big hockey games in Italy at the Olympics.
Just a few more days.
And it'll be wrapping up. Yes, Sunday
wrapping up.
Is the end of the Winter Olympics for another 4 years.
Ready.
All right, that's don't and do this for a Thursday.
That was Don't Do This with Ben and Woods on 97.3 The Fan.
All right, what's on Mikey Varas' mind just 2 days away from the team's MLS opener against FC Montreal, or CF Montreal, Club de Football. Montreal. Coming to Snapdragon Stadium on Saturday night. We'll talk with the head coach of San Diego FC coming up next year on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Quickly, though, let's talk a little Sedano Ford, what the Ford brand means to me. Grandfather worked for Ford in Detroit for like 40 years. Drove Fords my entire life. Obviously, the blue oval is something we believe in my family very, very much, and very happy to be able to talk about Sedano Ford in La Mesa. Their President's Day sales continuing through the end of the month, and again, making history over there, man. They're a local veteran-owned dealer, Manny Machado, putting you in the driver's seat for just $1 down. Manny and his team will make it happen for you. They want to get you in the car or truck of your dreams. Check out these incredible deals, again, for just $1 down. 2025 Ford Bronco Sport Big Ben, $372 a month. 2025 Ford F-150 STX, $439 a month. The 2025 Ford Mustang EcoBoost Fastback is just $353 a month. Or you can get the whole crew packed into the 2026 Ford Explorer Active, $449 a month. And if you want the luxury option, Lisa Lincoln Corsair Hybrid for just $417 a month. You can't beat these deals. Again, just $1 down. Don't wait for things to happen. Make it happen for yourself today. Shop online at SedanoFord.com or visit Manny's team in person. For more details about these offers, head on over to SedanoFord.com. He just, here, I'll show you a little. Just a little.
Please don't.
Just a little bit. What hurts on you?
Nothing at all.
A little bit.
Nothing. Now,
So let's say
whatever you're about to touch is the only thing.
Let's say
it's going to hurt.
Right?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Pretend your knee hurts.
Pretend your knee
It's going to in a second.
right here.
Oh, that is not pleasant.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey.
Feel like I've made a couple of mistakes this week. There's another one. I guess the NHL also does the 3-on-3 overtime. They switched to 4-on-4 in 1999.
Don't beat yourself up.
Wow.
But then they switched to 3-on-3 11 years ago. So missed the memo on that one.
Big hockey.
We don't have an
guy,
NHL team in town.
I know we don't.
How dare you?
That's going to bother. The funny thing is, it's going to
Spreading
bother him. It's going to
misinformation
bother
like
him the
I'm
rest.
trying
of the day.
to fill my brain with MLS soccer rules now
Yes.
and learn a whole new sport. We really enjoyed the first season of San Diego FC. And guess what? It is time for year number 2. The MLS opener is Saturday night at Snapdragon Stadium against CF Montreal. Coming to town and joining us right now is the head coach of SDFC, Mikey Varas, back with Ben and Woods here on 97.3 The Fan. Mikey, it's good to have you back on and ready for another season.
Yeah, as always, appreciate y'all inviting me on.
Now, all right. So you've got Montreal this weekend, and then you got to prepare for Toluca. Like, how does that work for you guys? Obviously, you played so well in the first the round of the CONCACAF. It was incredible. You guys played lights out, and so now you got to prepare for Montreal. Then you got to worry about Toluca. How's this work for you?
Yeah, that was one of the challenges we identified in going into the season, that we're going to be in 2 competitions from the get-go, and that takes a certain type of mentality, right? Because too many teams go all in one and neglect the other,
right.
And our job is to make sure that we were competitive in that first round of CONCACAF while still setting our team up to have the best chances of having a very successful season in the long run of what is MLS, and then Leagues Cup, and then hopefully playoffs, and then a run there, right? And I think we've done a really good job of that. But now the test really comes, because we're basically going to be playing double game weeks much earlier because of the success we had in the first round. So now it'll be about, can we take that philosophy and actually act on it every single day as we start to feel the wear and tear of a lot of games coming really early.
What's the most? So if you guys went and won it, what's the total number of games extra you would have to play? 4?
If we for the Champions Cup?
Yeah, for Champions Cup.
Yeah. So 2 for round of 16, 2 for quarterfinal, 2 for semifinal, 2 for 2 for final. So
8 extras.
7. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the real deal, right? And that's like that comes with the territory. If you want to be successful,
yeah,
it's more work, it's less rest, it's harder, and you have to have that relentless mentality, because it's not for everybody. I think a lot of people would be fine just doing pretty good. But we have that different type of hunger where we want to do well every time we step on the pitch, and that is especially true in the training sessions.
Maybe we need to throw the Dodgers into a Champions Cup where they got to play on off days or like extra double headers during the week just because they did so well last year. I like that idea. We got Mikey Varas, head coach of SDFC, with us. And the games against Pumas came so early in training. I know you weren't probably able to incorporate all of your new players necessarily. Will that change now that the MLS season is starting? And how's training been going for guys like Lewis Morgan?
Yeah, so Lewis is progressing really well. And the key for us with Lewis, though, is to make sure that return to play timetable, it's the same thing with CJ, is got a long enough runway where we actually show that we care about the long term of the season. Right, because the easy thing could be is rush guys back who were injured most, either a big injury like CJ or injured most of last year like Lewis, and just use them as quickly as possible. And what we're going to do is we're taking a little bit of a slower approach, but we really like what we see in training, and you're seeing glimpses of what he's going to bring, to the table for the club, and I think everybody's going to be really excited to see what he has to offer.
Talking to Mikey Varas, SDFC head coach. So Montreal, not a great season last year for them. Did they, when you go into it, obviously first game, you want to come out, like you guys did last year and get off to a good start. But what can we expect from their style of play? They gave up a lot of goals last year, but, did not have a good season. Have they retooled a bunch like we have? And what can we expect their style of play to be?
Yeah, I think it always starts with the idea that we got to remember, the work that did last year, it only serves us if we continue working today.
Yeah.
But that goes for the other way around, right? There's all these teams that didn't have good seasons. And guess what they thought about all offseason? Is having a bounce back year.
Yep.
Right? Like that's all they're thinking about. So it's really important not to overthink what happened last year, but to take this as a brand new season and the first game of the season. And what we'll see from Montreal is you'll see 7 new players in their starting lineup. So that already tells you a statement of intention. And these are experienced players that were in successful clubs around the league. So they're going for it, right? And then I think from a style of play perspective, what we see is it's going to be a really intense and aggressive game because they do this man marking. And as all the fans know, we faced that with San Jose, Toronto, Portland, and it can create a very tough puzzle to solve, right? Because the usual spaces that we occupy aren't open. Everybody's just marked, and they follow us around, and they gamble on saying, "Hey, we're more athletic, so we're just going to try to out athletic you." But we've been working really hard on how we can manipulate the spaces, because basically we can create the spaces we want to create because the men are following us, and then being really good and cohesive in attacking those spaces at the right moment. And we know that if we get it right, we can create a lot of big chances, and we've seen that also last year.
A year ago, as you guys headed to LA Galaxy to play your first game, no one knew what to expect, including LA Galaxy. And in some ways, I think you guys took advantage of that. Obviously, that's not the case this year. Your style of play is well known. They have a lot of tape on you. I know you talked earlier about, making adjustments, but you also, want to stay true to yourself. How different is it now this season preparing for opponents that will be perhaps better prepared for you?
Yeah, it's completely different. I think it'll be more like what the second half of the season last year felt like, right? Where you saw no matter what a team does week in to week out, when they play us, it might look a little different. It might because we play with a real kind of unique style and spaces and how close we play together. And so we're going to have to be prepared to get everybody's best, because now I think we've earned the respect of the league, and people want to come to Snapdragon where the environment is absolutely electric. They're excited for that, right? They're excited to play against a team that has earned their respect. And that's exactly what we want. We want the best. We want the best competition always. And it's kind of like that for the Copa Champions, right? A lot of people said, "Oh, we had to play against Pumas in the first round." And for us, it's like, that's fantastic, because you get through Pumas. Now you're really, really earning something. That's a big club. And now we got to face Toluca, Liga MX Champions. Okay, no, we'll do that also. And we just take that approach every single day we're in the building, and every day we step into Snapdragon.
And Mikey, got to ask, obviously, any update on the Chuck Lozano situation, or are things just as they were?
Yeah, no, the update is that there's no update, and he's not part of our sporting plans.
Got it.
And the team is really ready to fight for the city and the region, and we're gonna give it our all, and we're gonna go for it just like we did last year.
I didn't expect you to say anything different, but you must have seen the interview his brother gave, the pointed comments. I mean, how do you avoid that becoming a distraction? I mean, no one can ignore all of the noise all of the time, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty good at it because I don't have social media, and I don't really watch the news. So
you saw the comments. I promise you saw the comments.
No comment.
Those things do come across me. Listen, at the end of the day, it's like I've always said. Ultimately, my job is to protect the club long term and to make sure that I'm making the best decisions for the club's sustained success. That's why we've made the decision that we have. at the same time, we still want the best thing for Irving. He's a human being. We have a ton of respect for him. And it's never nice to see when things are, hard on someone in the media. But at the end of the day, our focus here is on sustained success for the club, getting our players ready to fight for the community that we represent.
That's what you get from Mikey Varas. Focus, humanity, and standards. And we always appreciate that. Mikey, we appreciate your time. Good luck against Montreal this Saturday, and best of luck to the entire club on season number 2.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me again.
Thanks, Mikey.
And I will see you out at training later today, I believe, this morning. Mikey Varas, head coach of SDFC.
Good stuff, man.
Good stuff.
Always good stuff. Always.
People are
solid.
People are saying, fiery Ben. I mean, come on. He saw the comments. We talked about it yesterday. Irving's brother came out and said, Irving's rude and he's a problem. And he's been a problem with all of his coaches. That was his brother said it.
Yeah.
I knew he saw the comments. You can't get away with, I don't have social media.
I don't know.
So he's still technically under contract with San Diego.
Yeah, absolutely. He's technically at the facility.
The article in the paper on Valentine's Day, okay, so just last week, so the guy basically sits on the sideline with his soccer ball between his legs and his chin in his hands, just sitting there.
Making $7 million.
That's now 2 interviews in like the last month or so where Mikey Varas has said, no, straight up. He is not a part of the plan moving forward.
The sporting plan.
There's a certain stubbornness to Mikey as well that I think serves him. Serves him well.
I'm saying I don't pending any updates, like I don't think it's a story anymore.
I don't think it's going to change.
No,
I really
Seems
don't.
Pretty clear on that.
I think he's genuine though when he said we care about Irving as a person, as a soccer player. I think they want to find him a good home. I think they know they're going to have to eat some money to do it, but it's, Irving's going to have to agree to it as well. I mean, it's not a one-sided thing, and another club's going to have to agree to it. They've got multiple pieces that all have to fall into place to make something happen. And until it does, it's always going to be a bit of a weird situation for them.
It's extremely weird. And somebody asked, does he have to be there to get paid? My assumption is yeah.
Yeah, probably.
If you don't show up, they can be like, oh, right. You didn't show up. No call, no show. Bang in.
No, I'm here. What do you need me to do? Go sit on the side. All right.
Here. Okay.
Just make sure the checks keep coming.
Just kick the ball against the wall for a while. It's tough, man. It's tough. It's an expensive misstep, certainly, but again, one that will come to a conclusion at some point. He will go play soccer for somebody else at some point.
It hasn't. They got past Pumas. They seem like they're ready to go on another season. It hasn't really cost them anything yet.
No,
it hasn't even cost them money yet. I mean, a game or two worth of not playing Chucky is not the end of the world. Now, if it drags on for 2 years, maybe you're starting to go, okay, this is ridiculous. But for now, right now, every decision seems like it's been the right one for SDFC.
How do you not get hyped listening to that guy talk about the focus and the desire to say, I love kind of what he said. No. Like we don't have to, we get to go play. We get to go play Toluca now, and we got to be ready for that challenge. And, Toluca, I was reading about them. They're nasty. People were like, Woodsy, wait till you see the game there. It's bananas. It's a must-watch television.
Those games are Wednesday, March 11th here, and then Wednesday, March 18th up in Toluca. Which when I say up,
bananas.
I mean up 8,000 plus feet above sea level, east or west of Mexico City. So way up there. And you can see the team getting tired against Pumas in Mexico City.
Oh, they were dragging ass at the end.
I think they got 3 or 4 MLS games here, 2 home games and a road game, and then they go to Toluca. But it's a lot of soccer they're going to be playing.
Yeah.
Much earlier in the season than they did last year.
Yeah, no question, man. I'm excited. I mean, you listen to Mikey Varas, you're like, look at me, big soccer guy now. He makes you want to root for that team.
He talks a lot like AJ Preller. As far as focus, locked in, one track mind, win. Yeah. Now Mikey is on the field, he has a lot more impact kind of in games than AJ Preller does, obviously, up in the suite level, but just the way they talk about their profession, I hear a lot of similarities between the two of them.
And we'll have Darren Smith hopefully on tomorrow, and we'll talk a little more SDFC with their broadcaster coming up. But let's check traffic, and then we'll wrap up the first half of Ben and Woods here on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center. Injured? Demand justice. Demand Jurowitz. 855-GetRoss.com. Here's Kelly Danick.
Traffic is brought to you by the San Diego District Attorney's Office. Folks are doing a pretty good job of staying out of trouble on our roads. Just a couple things to mention here. Now, northbound side of the 5 before Genesee, we have reports of a possible brush or encampment fire over to the right shoulder, and reports of a possible brush or encampment fire in the North County, South 15, right before Felicita. It's over to the right shoulder. Northbound 15, just before the 76, accident involving car and a semi. There, over to the right shoulder. Falsely reporting your car is stolen or intentionally getting into an accident. The insurance payout is illegal. The San Diego County District Attorney's Office and the California Department of Insurance work together to investigate this costly fraud. For more information, visit sandiegoda.com or call 1-800-315-7672. I'm Kelly Danick with Ben & Wood, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
I'm not, was it Lonzo Ball or LaMelo? Which one got into the car accident? LaMelo got into the car accident?
Nothing false about that one,
No,
though.
that was a real one.
It's a real deal.
An absolute real accident.
I don't know why I do that. It just makes me laugh.
It makes you laugh. It's fun.
It makes me think of him faking an accident in his car, and it makes me laugh every time. He would never.
Couple of local college basketball stories I wanted to get to. Good one first. Congratulations. SDSU women won again last night. Big game. Beat UNLV at Viejas Arena and are now 15-1, I think, in the Mountain West.
Yeah.
And have a 3-game lead with 4 games to play over UNLV, who's won the league, I think, 4 years in a row. So they were second. They pretty much put it almost completely to bed with big win last night. Really good season that they're having. Doesn't really help them get to the NCAA tournament. There's no at-large bids from the Mountain West usually. They're like 70 or 80th in the net, so they're going to have to win the Mountain West tournament to get to the NCAAs, but it looks like they're going to raise a banner at Viejas Arena. I know Chris Ello happy about that. We talked to him a couple of weeks ago about how well the Aztecs were playing. They got a big one last night. The other story that broke last night, the USD Toreros are going to be parting ways with head coach Steve Lavin after 4 seasons.
Didn't go great.
Former UCLA coach, television broadcaster for many years, was hired with a lot of excitement 4 years ago to try to turn around a program that has been struggling in recent years, and got a beautiful gym there at Jenny Craig Pavilion, but just has not been able to figure out. Only 1 winning record in 4 years.
That's tough.
5th place has been their top finish in the WCC. They're now 5-10 and having another rough year. They just haven't been able to get the right mix of players. They've tried a lot of international guys. They've tried freshmen. They've tried transfer portal, and none of it has really worked for Steve Lavin and Kimya Massey, the athletic director, making the decision to move on. They've already started the search early. Lavin's going to coach the rest of the season, but they're going to hire a new coach.
Is that uncommon?
It's a little unusual.
A little unusual.
But I think they still owe him 2 more years and want to keep him probably as some sort of like advisor to the program. Yeah. I think Steve Lavin still has stuff to offer.
Sure.
Just because he wasn't able to turn around USD doesn't mean that he got nothing to offer as a coach or a basketball mind. So I think they're trying to keep good terms with Coach Lavin, but they're going to go in a different direction. And it's interesting because going forward, remember, Gonzaga is leaving that conference. So there's no longer the absolute iron ceiling. Like, there's no way we can win our conference because Gonzaga is in our conference, and they spend 30 times what we do. St. Mary's is still there, but there's been talk about St. Mary's potentially leaving at some point as well, which could mean wide open conference in the WCC in the future. UCSD is joining the league next year, so we'll have 2 teams in that, battling for a potential NCAA tournament spot. And with the kind of fresh start next year, they're going to go with a fresh coach at USD. No reason why they can't be successful. I mean, I go there. It's the most beautiful campus you're going to see. The facilities, they opened that new basketball practice facility earlier this year. It is state-of-the-art. It's absolutely gorgeous. They should be more successful than they are. It's just very hard in college basketball nowadays for schools like USD that don't have truckloads of NIL money to offer players to figure out a way to compete against the schools. I mean, SDSU is having trouble figuring out how to do it. They at least have like $3 million or so to pay the players. USD doesn't have nearly that. No. And it just is, it's like 2 different worlds that they're living in between the haves and the have-nots in college basketball.
Yeah, I mean, this is college sports in a nutshell right here.
Absolutely.
And you got to deliver. That's what it boils down to. You have to deliver.
You do.
Yep.
All right, we are 2 hours in. We've got 2 hours to go. Got a Throwback Thursday game of Real or Fake coming up, and a Ronald report in hour number 3. Then spring training. Sammy will join us from Peoria, Arizona in just about an hour. Stay tuned. Lots more still to come with Ben and Woods on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
All right, we're halfway home on a Thursday. Ben and Woods, 97.3 The Fan. Thanks again to SDFC head coach Mikey Varas for calling in. They make it so easy for us, man. Honestly, Paulie reaches out. They're like, yeah, let's do it. And he's always available. So that, for us, for you guys, that it goes a long way. It does. It really does. They make it very, very simple and enjoyable. It's great.
A lot of fun to work with.
100%, man. 100%. I'm Woodsy. That's Paul Reindl, executive producer of the program. Ben Higgins is your friendly neighborhood sports anchor.
Now, when we go to spring training next week, how it works is Paulie sets down a list of guys that we're hoping to talk to. It's a fairly comprehensive list of Padres we'd like to talk to.
About
We probably
20
won't-
deep.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we'll hit most of them. There's no chance we'll hit every single one of them. The Padres will do their best to get as many of them to stop by our table there on the back patio on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday next week. I asked Paulie during the break, we put Luis Campusano on the list, didn't we?
We did.
And Paulie said, yeah, absolutely. A big piece about Campusano this morning in the UT from Kevin Acey. Kind of how this is. This is the year of Luis Campusano. Last best chance to become a major league catcher. He's going to get an opportunity. Sounds very clear that, the backup job is his to win behind Freddie Fermin. And according to Craig Stammen, going to get a lot of playing time, as well.
Craig Stammen.
Yeah, of course. I mean, $1 million deal, brought him back. This is it. We know there were issues with previous management, and we had always heard there were arguments in the room about it, and now we kind of know who fell on what side.
Yeah,
and AJ obviously is high on him.
It's safe to say he's, from what we've been told, maybe the most polarizing player in the last 5 years for the Padres. Internally,
he's up there.
Split.
Yeah, nothing we didn't really already know, but so fascinating to see it all laid out about how Bob Melvin, as a former catcher, had a lot he wanted to put on catchers' plates in terms of managing a game out there. And it just felt like Campy wasn't up to it and lost faith in him, and back to the minors he goes. And then with Mike Schilt, kind of the same thing. It's just kind of back to the minors you go, and never even gave him an opportunity, obviously, to catch it all last season. But
and just 21 ABs.
It's going to be different under Craig Stammen, who, said specifically, I liked throwing to Campy when I was a pitcher for the San Diego Padres, and Luis Campusano caught me. I liked working with him. I see that he can be a major league catcher, and a lot of this is trying to give Campy some confidence. He's a good kid. I mean, every time we've met him, you can see everyone says he works really hard. He's trying to get better at his game, but he's not naturally talkative. He's not extroverted like a lot of catchers kind of need to be. The guy who's constantly in other guys' lockers and talking to the pitchers all the time. And it's not because he doesn't want to do the work, but, he's had to overcome his own tendencies of what his personality is to become more communicative. And it sounds like he's doing that, this spring training, and coming out of his shell a little bit, getting a little more comfortable. Now he's 26 years old. He's been in the organization for a decade now, essentially, since they drafted him. And
is that right?
Yeah. What year was he drafted? Like 2018, 2017?
I think.
Yeah, 2017. I mean, we're getting on a decade in the Padres organization. It's his last year of control, last year of contract. It's a huge year in this kid's life. But his attitude is so positive. He's like, why would I complain about being sent down to AAA? I get to play baseball. I get to do what I want to do. I've been given every opportunity to continue to get better, and now I'm getting another chance. He's like, it's just what you want in terms of attitude. I love what I heard him say in this piece.
Sure. Yeah, and I like what Kevin Plawecki said about him, who caught with him, played with him, and was the roving instructor last year. He said, it's going to be a big year for him. I've seen tremendous growth, tremendous self-awareness. I see a different drive. He's gotten older, had experiences. Last year, he had a great year in AAA. Mentally, this game is brutal. I just think he's in a really good headspace. And whatever this year brings, I think he's got the ability to handle it a little bit better than in the past. It shows in his personality. I think he's able to be himself. And, I like what he said. He's like, no pressure. That's actually less pressure on him when they're like, no, you have a shot. We're going to give you a fair shake. That eases the burden a little bit of, oh God, any misstep, any ball that I box, any strike I take down the middle, I'm out. I'm going to lose my job. No, you got it. Play free and easy, knowing you're going to get the opportunity. That to me is a really good way to handle somebody like this.
Everyone discounts the numbers he put up last year because, well, it's the Pacific Coast League. It's thin air. It's ballparks with, short fences.
Still got to hit him, dude.
But he had the best numbers in all of AAA. Like, what about all those other players that weren't putting up as good of numbers as Luis Campusano?
Yeah,
they were all playing in the same
spot,
same ballparks, facing the same pitchers, and Luis Campusano literally outperformed every single one of them. Are you telling me that the best offensive player in AAA can't do it on the big league level? Of course he can. Of course he can. I think what Ruben Niebla had to say was pretty interesting. He said, quote, I think literally, like the full organization, this whole building is rooting for Campy. And they added, we need Campy to be good.
100%.
They don't have a lot of other options.
Have it. You got to have it. And this is.
You can't ask Freddie Fermin to catch 125 games.
No. Doesn't work that way anymore.
So they need Campusano to be good as well as want Campusano to be good this year.
No, I like that piece as well. Pulling for him. Would love to talk to him. I haven't sat down with him. I smelled him last year as he walked by, and I'm gonna.
You came back like it was the first time you just saw a girl take her top off or something. You were like, guys, oh my god!
You're like, guys, sit
You're
down.
not gonna believe this. Campusano.
He walked by me,
walked by.
and I went, oh, what are you wearing? It smells incredible. And I tweeted it. And then he responded, can confirm. I said, he's the best smelling baseball player I've ever smelled. It's not even close. Because I've smelled some stinky ones. You go in that clubhouse and you're like,
well, and
God bless.
Catchers in particular.
They have a stench about them.
Well, I don't know if it's them or their gear.
It's the gear.
But they got so much gear that has to sit out and you sweat in that. And it's not like you can just put it in the washing machine.
Yeah.
You can't put your knee pads, your shin pads, and just to the washing machine and get them nice and clean. Hockey is the worst. Have you ever been in a hockey locker room?
Oh, and a lacrosse is no better.
Lacrosse was bad too. I remember going down when I had to put on the goalie gear.
Yeah.
Does not smell good.
How'd that gear smell?
But at least in hockey, it's all that and it gets wet. Mildewy and wet from the ice and everything.
MRSA everywhere. It's just disgusting, dude.
I didn't play high school football, but we shared a locker area. And like if those dudes walked by, you knew from all the way down the hall that the football players were coming. If you ever had to walk past them, sometimes we'd do something on the track. They'd be walking by or we'd be walking by. You're like, every single one of you guys, it's like, I'm trying not to cough right now. Like, it's bad.
It's so bad.
The bowels of Pechanga Arena where the seals and the gulls play. It's not good.
Sour. It smells like sour milk.
Not good down there.
No. Years of sweat just
I gotta ask
baked
him.
into everything.
I hope he has the same fragrance. He'd be an idiot not to. If he's there, I'm going to walk right up to him. What is that? Because I'm swiping it. I'm whatever it is, I'm stealing it.
Gonna be in his locker.
It smells amazing.
It's impressive for a catcher for sure.
It is. So yeah, man. Everyone rooting for Campy and on $1 million deal. Let's go. See what we got. Give him some ABs. But there's more right-handers in there. So I think what it kind of tells you, he's going to get ABs when he's a backup catcher.
Right.
And I don't think unless there's an injury or somebody falls off the map, I don't think he's going to get a lot more.
It's a good point. A week or two ago, we were talking about, Campy may be a DH, may have to play some first base.
Not anymore.
Not with Andujar and Castellanos,
Ty France potentially
now all in camp. There's not going to be those opportunities to get anywhere other than backup catcher at bats now for Campusano. There should be plenty of those at bats.
Sure,
no doubt.
And having a guy off the bench that has some pop is never a bad thing.
David J confirms.
Yes.
He's still wearing it.
All right. Well, I'm going to get the name of it. And I'm going to buy some while I'm out there. It'll be waiting for me when I get home from Amazon or something. It's that good. It's that good that I remember it a year later and was like, whew, just took my breath away. I hope Mrs. Woods likes it. I think she will. You don't wear cologne, huh?
I have not in a long time.
I don't really even have any. I was going to ask you, do you have any like dusty ass bottles?
Not anymore.
Fahrenheit or something?
No,
what do you have?
I don't really have any cologne.
Stetson.
What did you
It would just
wear?
be so weird if all of a sudden one day I was just wearing cologne.
Not at
right?
all.
You do. I know
do.
you do.
Yeah. What?
You wear it into
You
work?
smell good.
Yeah, I wear it every day.
Yeah, I can tell. I come up the elevator after him like 10 minutes later, and I know Woods is already here because I smell the residual of Woods.
My wife this morning said, "Oh my God, you smell amazing." It was John Barbados, the old school. Grab the old.
Do you have multiple scents?
Probably have 10 cents.
Really?
10 cents.
Really? You have a whole dime. You have 10
a whole
cents.
dime of yeah. Yeah. What's the last one you had? Do you remember?
Yeah.
Oh, what is it?
It was Adidas.
You Walgreens cologne?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Some whatever it was from.
You like I can see the bottle.
I see it.
There's
You
a light,
bought it?
light blue.
Oh, this was probably almost like high school days. The last time I wore cologne
I thought
regularly.
he was gonna say Michael Jordan.
I remember even my girlfriend at the time going, "Hey, I like how do you smell? What is it?" I go, "Adidas." She goes, "Adidas like the shoe."
Yes, the shoe.
Yeah, like the shoe.
Yeah, I got this at the Five and Dime today. I bought it. It came in a package. It had a bar of soap and the thing next to it. I figured, what a value! I'll get this Adidas cologne. You're joking? You never bought like Calvin Klein Eternity or Obsession or any of that?
It's so pricey for just a smell.
Adidas.
He's unbelievable.
You're unbelievable. I should have known this 8 years
my
ago.
Old Spice deodorant has a bit of a scent. I
It does.
guess. I mean, it's not the unscented version, so I've got that.
It does.
Whatever flavor it is.
And then McKee said I was going to guess Adidas or Nautica. Yeah.
Yeah,
whatever you can
that
buy
is,
at CVS.
Whatever
he's
the
got.
one that Pauly just posted on our YouTube stream. Think like 9 iterations before that. It was a small yellow looking.
Oh, it was
bottle,
yellow.
like
I
a little
remember it.
yellow
I remember.
bottle.
Smelled like gasoline. I remember it.
That's the one.
I totally remember.
Stings the nostrils.
Stings the nostrils. You're unbelievable. Did you buy it because it was cheap or because you wanted to be like sporty and European?
It's probably given to me as a gift. To
Probably.
be honest, I don't even remember where it came from.
All right, now I know. Now I know what to do.
But I don't want to smell like you.
No, you won't smell like me. I'll get you something
different.
Something that says Ben Higgins, Sex Panther, deviant.
But I don't smell bad.
No, you don't smell bad at all.
Isn't sometimes just your own natural scent is.
I smell you.
Come on.
Smell.
There you go.
Smell good.
It's pretty neutral.
It's
I mean,
neutral. There's no odor. He smells good.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like
I don't really use cologne either.
You don't wear
but
cologne either?
I don't have like a musk or any like natural. Like I'm just
musk is a weird
Smell
word.
like Pauly.
A musk.
no. Like I lived with a guy. I had a buddy, one of my closest friends, and he didn't have. It wasn't BO or anything. He just had like a musk.
Scent.
A musk.
Just had a scent. I'm like, you probably need like some daily cologne.
All my pothead friends in college, they all had their own scent. Every one of them. I'm like, oh, I know who's coming. Oh, so and so was here. Every one, and they all smoked an insane amount.
Big bomber club.
Yeah.
Before busting on me head.
100%.
I know what that guy smells like.
And,
M.R.
No question. There's no question.
Like I can smell the pictures of him.
But everyone had their own distinctive scent. Maybe it was based on the strain. I have no idea. But that was one I could always tell. But no,
I don't want to smell like that.
No, you won't.
Thank you.
Whatever I get you, it will be light and it will be classy.
Thank you.
Yeah, light and classy.
It's such a matter of personal opinion, though.
It's true, but I'm going to tell you what smells good on you. All right, and then you try it. Okay. Smells good. You smell good.
All right. Well, I've got a good base to start.
Well, and now here I'm going to tell you guys this right now. Whatever Campusano wears, I'm calling dibs on. So all three can't buy it.
So wouldn't that be weird if
because
we
all
wear
this place reeks.
It's just that's this scent.
Yeah,
maybe we need our own
personal brand
cologne. That's our next big deal. We'll get into the cologne business.
We need a mole to tell us exactly what scent all the players have. I'm like, all right, I got dibs on whatever Tatis smells like. I bet it's pretty good.
I love it. Glenn says, I got you, Ben. My wife runs the largest Sephora in North America. How about something earthy and woodsy? I don't think you're an earthy guy.
I mean,
light,
flowery, or
no,
more...
but light. I got it. I know what it is. I got it in my. I got it in my nose. I know
what
exactly.
What are you picturing in your mind that it looks like?
What do you mean?
Like, is it a forest? Is it a
smell?
Glen? Is it an icy? I mean, you kind of associate a scent with like an environment. Like a bakery,
I'm not going to get you croissant smelling.
Such a good smell.
It is
cotton candy or blueberry.
No, it's not too sweet. I don't want to smell sweet.
I want to get you something strippery. Actually, it's now that I've just decided.
I don't want to smell too sweet. Some sandalwood. That sounds nice.
I got it. I know exactly what to get you. Okay,
but to tier 1.
You're gonna have to.
All right.
have to wait.
All right, let's get ready for a little real or fake. We got a Throwback Thursday game coming up in our next segment, like the shoe.
I'm not surprised even a little bit.
I actually bought the Tim McGraw cologne from CVS. I like to live like I'm dying.
I'm pretty sure my mom got me that in high school. She goes, honey, Faith Hill would not let Tim McGraw smell bad.
They sell it at Walmart.
Have you ever seen one of those taste tests where they will put like $100 and $1,000 bottle of wine and a $5 bottle of wine, and they'll put like a wine snob and they'll go, I don't know. They go, it's a $5 one. How is that not the same with cologne? Some people may love a $200 cologne. Some people may think the $8 cologne smells better. I mean, as long as it doesn't smell like gasoline.
Yeah, like that Adidas that you bought. Gasoline and urine was the smell of that. It was so strong. I remember because I guess who had some. My old man had some, and I was like, "This reeks."
Maybe that's why I stopped wearing cologne after that. I don't know if this is really what I want to smell like.
Hey,
anymore.
cool, deer urine.
I did. And I don't know about your guys' age. I know anybody my age will remember the big player in like the mid 2000s was Abercrombie.
Of course,
cologne,
yep.
Fierce
by
Abercrombie. Like you would go to the mall just to go to Abercrombie, just to get a $30 bottle of cologne or whatever.
Now 50 broccoli heads all wearing the same cologne. Don't know what it is, but I'll find out.
There was some sort of sports controversy involving deer urine spray, and I can't remember what it was.
Deer antler spray.
Deer antler spray.
I tried it.
What was it?
It was like a
tried it. I tried it.
It was a football thing.
It was a performance enhancing thing. Yeah, it was a performance.
I want to say it was like
thing.
Ray Lewis or something.
Yeah,
it was like a
deer
big
antler spray. That's right. What it was.
Ordered some online. Grape flavored. Got it. You get it. You spray it. I have no idea what it is. No idea where it came from. Zero. This is probably 12 years ago.
Yeah, in 2013, right before the Super Bowl, a Sports Illustrated report alleged that Ravens linebacker Ray Lewis was using deer antler velvet spray, a product containing
and you used it.
a substance to recover from a torn triceps.
Of course you did.
I did. I bought it online. I'll never forget it. It was in a purple bottle with a black top. It was grape flavored, and I remember you spray it under your tongue, you let it sit,
like
and then
Banaka?
But under your tongue, you let it sit, and then you go work out.
And of course,
there's no difference.
I guarantee you also had a thing of Banaka growing at some point.
I didn't. I was a gum guy.
Okay,
I was a gum guy. I was not a spray guy. But the deer antler, I remember it well. Didn't work. If it worked, I'd still be using it.
Did you even know what to think it was going to do?
They said it was to make you stronger.
Right.
I want to say I was about 12-ish, getting into middle school where you had to like change for gym class and stuff. That was like kind of the first foray into that. Spray, like Axe body spray. That was the new thing, and everybody used it. I actually don't remember using it much at all, if any, but people were using it instead of deodorant.
Oh yeah, all over.
It was like, bro, like these, we were 12, 13-year-old boys. We'd go out in gym class, whatever. You're running around the track. You're disgusting, sweaty, gross. And instead of using actual deodorant, everyone would just top to bottom aerosol can spray and think that was okay.
It's not.
It was
horrible.
Yeah. The whole middle school is just a cloud of Axe body spray.
Yep,
disgusting.
All right, that was our scent segment. Let's do Take on Woods. Actually, real or fake next. We need a contestant. 833-288-0973. 833-288-0973. You can win a pair of tickets to Zach Bryan at Snapdragon Stadium. That's coming up next on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. First, though, let me talk about sdfatloss.com. Here in the month of February, just want to put this in your mind. If you are thinking about losing weight and you've thought, well, maybe the GLP injections are the way to go, consider this. Are you prepared to spend $3,000 to $5,000 a year and stay on the medication long-term just to maintain whatever results you've got? Yeah. Many prescription weight loss injections require weekly shots, and then when the medication is stopped, the weight gain comes back. And one thing most people don't realize is a lot of that weight gain or weight loss can come from muscle loss, which then even slows your metabolism, makes it harder to keep the weight off in the future. At sdfatloss.com, they take a different approach. The doctor-developed program helps men and women lose 20 to 40 pounds in just 60 days safely and naturally with no injections, no synthetic hormones, and no long-term dependence. It's just real food to reset your metabolism, control hunger and cravings naturally, and help your body burn fat, not muscle. That's why so many clients have trusted sdfatloss.com, like myself, for real lasting results. I lost 40 pounds in 60 days. You can see similar results, up to a pound of fat per day. Right now, schedule a free 15-minute consultation at sdfatloss.com just to see if the program is right for you. No pressure. Check them out today for a safe, affordable alternative to those weight loss injections. Go to sdfatloss.com. That's sdfatloss.com. Results may vary.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
little technical directing, readjusting
Thank you,
Woods'
sir.
camera there for our YouTube stream. Welcome back. It is Ben and Woods on a Throwback Thursday. We got a Ronald Report coming up, and then spring training Sammy at 9 o'clock, so a busy hour ahead. Let's get right to today's game. It is time to play Real or Fake.
Some are here for the compelling sports talk with Ben and Woods. You can go plow through another donut. It's time for Real or Fake on 97.3 The Fan. Tell the people what they'll win today.
People, Troy. The prize, tickets to Zach Bryan at Snapdragon Stadium on July 31st, or at least qualifying for our grand prize drawing at the end of the week. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Troy, are you there?
Yes. Hello.
All right. I think you
Troy.
know how the game works. You've got Real or Fake. If you can get 4 out of 7 right, you will qualify for the Zach Bryan tickets. And I promise you, this is just a coincidence after our foreplay talk this morning. But we are talking desserts. I think it was inspired by the Boston cream pies yesterday.
You had cream pies on the brain.
I did. I had cream pies on the brain.
Monster.
So
Save that.
desserts, Troy, are our Real or Fake category. Specifically, English desserts with funny names.
Okay.
Woods, you were in England recently,
I was.
so maybe this one where Woods can help.
I
I'll
had
give
some of
you
the
a
worst
name.
food of my life there. Yeah.
You tell me, Troy, if it's a real English dessert or a fake that I've made up for today's game. Troy, are you ready to play?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Round number 1, Troy. Lardy cake. Real or fake? Lardy cake.
Let's go real.
Yeah, I say real.
Yeah, spiced bread or cake made with lard.
Sounds awesome.
That is 1. All right, very good,
Yum.
Troy. You are on the board. Let's go to round number 2. Flummery.
Flummery.
Flummery. Real or fake?
Ben or
Woods.
Woods.
Flummery.
Let's go real.
real.
Real, huh?
Yeah, flummery. Real.
It's
Yeah.
a starch-based pudding.
They love pudding
They
over
do.
there.
Everything. Well, pudding is just a general
I know.
term
They
for
just,
dessert.
everything they
but
call
yeah.
pudding.
All right, we are 2 for 2. This game is moving along quickly. All right, round number 3. Knickerbocker Glory. Real or fake?
Fake.
Fake, fake. Real.
No.
It's basically just a layered ice cream sundae in a tall glass, tall
Ooh.
with a long spoon.
So good.
Like you'd get at Swenson's or
Yeah.
something growing up. Did you have Swenson's growing up?
No.
We had Swenson's
We have
here
Friendlies
in San
where I
Diego.
lived.
Everybody remembers Swenson's. Paulie, did you have no? That's just a San Diego thing.
No.
All right. That's still a 2. We go to round number 4. Mallomarm. Real or fake, Troy? Mallomarm.
That sounds fake.
Fake.
Wow.
Very
I was
good.
going to say real because
Ooh.
Malomar is a real thing.
Mallomar is a thrill. Thing, isn't it?
Mallomarm?
Mallomarm is not.
Okay.
That's a candy bar, isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. No, Troy got it. All right. One more. You got the win. Sussex at midnight. Real or fake?
I'm just gonna go real.
Why
from here
not?
on out.
No, it is not real. So, how about this one? Round number 6. Eaton mess. Real or fake? Eaton mess.
Eaton?
Eaton mess.
Eaten mess. Real.
Real.
That is.
Yeah,
it's
buddy.
delicious. Eaton like the school, not like Eaton.
E-A-T-O-N.
E-T-O-N.
Oh, E-T-O-N.
Eat
That's
like
right.
the school. It's I've had it before. It's berries, meringue, and whipped cream, just like
Delicious.
on a plate. Really,
I
really
I don't really
good.
like meringue, but I could get through it.
And then last one, spotted dick. What?
It's real.
It is very real
Very
English
real.
dessert.
You can buy it in the grocery store here.
Can you?
Yeah.
It's a steamed pudding made with suet and dried fruit.
What is suet?
That's a good question. I feel like it's a fat-based, like an animal fat. Yeah, hard beef, lamb, or mutton fat located around the kidneys.
That's a dessert.
Well, it's just part of the dessert.
Part of the dessert.
Yeah.
Suet. So
Dried fruit.
kidney fat.
Kidney fat.
Kidney lard. Mixed with what?
Raisins.
Cranberries or something and
And a-
walnuts.
And a pudding.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds
I'm
absolutely
going to avoid
hideous.
the spotted dick.
I do every chance I get.
Based on that description,
every single chance
doesn't sound that appetizing.
Every chance I get, I'm going to avoid it. That's well done, sir. So he qualifies.
Troy qualifies. Yeah, stand the line,
Right.
Troy. Paulo puts you into our weekly grand prize drawing for the Zach Bryan tickets.
I shorted my system a little bit.
He got me too. His face.
So that's a dessert.
It's a dessert.
Yes, that one's real.
Yeah.
So that would not be out of context to play that.
Correct.
Right.
It's a real dessert.
It's a real English dessert.
I think you can go to Vaughn's today and buy it. I'm not kidding.
Some spotted dick at Vaughn's.
100%. 100%. I've seen
spotted dick. But you can't put the echo
Sure
on
you
it.
can.
Or it becomes inappropriate,
No,
Pauly.
you can put the echo on it. Of course you can. When in doubt, echo it, Pauly. Echo it. Echo everything.
Spotted dick.
That's so good. I'm 12 years old. 12 years old.
All right, Pauly, you're going to have to get it together because you're going to do an early rider report in our next segment. So pull it together, man. We got more Ben and Woods coming up next on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
But first,
Woods.
I'm pointing at Woods because
Eco
he's going to
Water
tell you all about Eco Water SoCal.
Oh, I love Eco Water SoCal. So happy to tell you about Eco Water SoCal. Any chance I get. I'm not joking. Please believe me when I tell you. Yesterday, driving home from school, Taylor, my 5-year-old says to my 8-year-old, Bo, can I have some of your water? He goes, you're not going to like this water. This is from my school. It's not Eco Water. And I'm laughing. And I wish I was driving. I couldn't film it. He goes, Taylor goes, what do you mean? He goes, I have Eco Water in mine. And Bo goes, but I finished my Eco Water. I had to fill it up at school. My kids, they only like Eco Water SoCal. All right. That's why we've got the Eco Water SoCal system in our home. They bring the soft life right to your kitchen sink with mineral rich alkaline water on their lives. That conversation happened yesterday driving home. It is the best. Balances your pH, fuels your body with filtered luxury. No plastic, no poison, just absolute satisfaction. I will warn you. You will be spoiled for drinking fountain water or anywhere else that you
Just
drink
like
water.
Taylor.
You get spoiled quickly. 760-350-3338, 760-350-3338, or ecowatersocal.com. Let them know Woodsy sent you down there. Not everything in life should be hard, especially your water. Eco Water SoCal, they've been keeping it soft since 1925. ecowatersocal.com. He just, here, I'll show you a little. Just a little.
Please don't.
Just a little bit. What hurts on you?
Nothing at all.
A little bit.
Not that now.
So let's say
whatever you're about to touch is the only thing.
Let's say
it's gonna hurt.
Right?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Pretend your knee hurts.
Pretend your knee
It's going to in a second.
right here.
Oh, that is not pleasant.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Broadcasting live from the Bill House Studios. We know how. Ben and Woods on a Thursday. Just got a Jesse Ackler Beyond the Booth newsletter email. Love those.
Me too.
Reminds me that we're going to have Jesse Ackler and Tony Gwynn Jr. back on our airwaves tomorrow.
Wow.
Now, we will not carry every spring training game. That would be silly. Here on 97.3 The Fan. But every game is available in some form or another, either on the radio or streaming. But the first one and the weekend ones, absolutely. So tomorrow at noon, I believe, Jesse and Tony will take to the airwaves for the first time. You will listen because you just like the sounds of summer back into your ears here in February.
How about this? 5 weeks from today, we will be somewhere downtown, maybe sucking on a crab leg, drinking a shot of tequila. Maybe not. We don't know where we're going to be yet. But 5 weeks from today, Tarek Skubal more than likely will be towing the rubber against, I don't know, Logan Gillespie perhaps at Petco Park.
I think it'll be Nick Pivetta.
It might.
That would be I guess, you can make an argument for Joe Musgrove would be a nice moment for him coming back.
Great.
But if you're truly trying to be careful and talking about a 6-man rotation, first thing you do is don't throw them on opening day. Throw the guy who had the best season last year, Nick Pivetta, probably going to get that honor.
Do you just punt these first two and just go with your low leverage guys?
No.
I'm kidding, obviously. Oh, Derek's on the mound? All right, Logan.
Hey, if
you're going, get it. See what you got.
Going to
Sam's
face,
like, you guys thought I was joking back at the start of spring training.
Yeah, thought I was kidding.
If you're going to face Tarek Skubal, might as well get it over with.
100%
first day
beat
of the
him.
season. You won't have to face him again until, the World Series possibly if you get there. And you figure, like any other starting pitcher, probably 6 max on opening day. You're going to at least get a chance to get to the bullpen and not have to face him for 9 innings. So, if you're going to face him, do it on the first day of the season.
Guys, we are 5 weeks away. 5 weeks from today. 5 short weeks away from opening day.
Let's check traffic, and then Paulie's going to give us some Rhino Report headlines on the other side here on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center. Injured? Demand justice. Demand Jurowitz. 855GetRoss.com. Here's Kelly Danick.
Traffic is sponsored by Rivermark Medical. Got some rain hitting parts of the county now, guys. And oh, look, what a coincidence. Several accidents to go along with that. Yeah, northbound side of the 15 before Friars Road. There is a collision involving a couple vehicles. It's over to the right shoulder. Also, westbound 8 right at the 15. Reports of a collision. Not showing if any lanes are blocked for you there. Also have this accident near the border, northbound 5, just past Dairy Mart Road. Everything has been moved over to the right shoulder. Westbound King Freeway before Kelton. Accident involving a car and a motorcycle. Everything is over to the right shoulder. Just take it extra carefully out there, guys, especially on those transition ramps. And you want to have those headlights on so you're more visible to other drivers. Rivermark Medical is conducting a Rapid 3 study for FlowStant, a minimally invasive device designed to relieve symptoms from BPH. Men 45 or older suffering from frequent, painful, or difficulty urinating may qualify. Learn more at rivermarkmedical.com. That's rivermarkmedical.com. I'm Kelly Danick with Ben & Woods, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
And get things started here with our today's edition of the Reindl Report.
Now tuned into the greatest.
Welcome to the Reindl Report with Paul Reindl.
Hi, Paul.
All right.
2 stories from the world of sports that we haven't gotten to yet.
We'll start off in Major League Baseball.
And 1 story that you didn't know you needed.
Are you laughing, biatch?
It's the Reindl Report
Hey, Paul, how you doing?
Okay, how are you?
on 97.3 The Fan.
Are you ready to bless the mood? I need some help, please.
That was good.
Can I get a yeah? Oh, yeah.
All right.
All right. Gentlemen, we will get started right now. I like to give the NBA credit for at least, we've talked about it. They're not afraid to tweak anything when it comes to the regular season. They'll add the NBA Cup. They'll add the way they did the NBA All-Star format was a little bit different, having 3 teams of 8 in a round-robin tournament. Whether or not it works or is good to consume as a fan, we're still kind of figuring it out. But I always give them credit for not being afraid to try something. So we are coming off the NBA All-Star break. I believe they get back to action tonight in the association. Woodsy's been clamoring for it, champing at the bit.
I've been dying, man.
Some would say.
Draw.
Now, the NBA All-Star game actually is coming off pretty good ratings weekend on Peacock this past weekend. Now, a lot of people will say, well, the All-Star game is going up against the Winter Olympics on Peacock, so a lot of people were probably watching for that. But ratings are ratings, so they don't care.
Can we run Stern at the same time as we?
Right. So Adam Silver reportedly has been kicking around another tweak to the NBA All-Star weekend, and it's in the form of a 1-versus-1 tournament or a 2-on-2 tournament. Possibly
1v1.
Does that at least intrigue you a little bit? If you could get 2 guys all-stars participating in the NBA weekend, if there was a 1-on-1 tournament, and I don't know how they'd figure that out, like could Jalen Brunson go up against Giannis, a guard versus a center, a forward? I'm not sure how they figure it out, but that at least intrigues me as something different that we don't typically get to watch on TV.
You feel like you'd play hard, right?
Oh, I think so.
You'd be like, you would not.
There's
5-on-5, they can just kind of
Yeah, safety in numbers if you want to just cruise on 5-on-5, but you can't cruise in 1-on-1 or you get embarrassed yourself. I think it's a good idea. I mean, you have to come up with the right rules. Like, is it winners outs, losers outs? Like, how do you?
I have no idea what it would
you have to take it back out. They'd have to codify some. Codify some rules.
Usually it was if the ball hit the rim, you had to take it back behind the three-point line.
Played at 21, you got to win by 2.
Probably shorter games.
Tournament.
You go to 7 or something, and then you can get multiple games going
quickly. Like, so you have the other guys who are competing or sitting there cheering on the side.
I'll say this: I'm more likely to watch a 1-on-1 or a 2-on-2 tournament than
2-on-2
anything else.
I joined the new gym yesterday and went in yesterday to work out. And I just popped by the basketball gym there. And I saw a couple broccoli heads walking in there. And I go, it'd be kind of fun to go. I need some cardio. It'd be kind of fun to go play against one of these broccolis. And,
they would carve you up.
I looked in. I just poked my head in to watch everyone warm up. I go, no chance. I'm going to get my ass kicked out here by these little dudes.
I forgot.
I'm out.
How do you announce that you want next in pickup basketball?
It's always different. You got to kind of learn the rules of the gym, but some gyms might have an actual whiteboard and you can sign up and there's 5 spots, put your name on. Usually if you walk in and there's like 4, 5, 6 guys kind of sitting around stretching, putting on their shoes. The game's already going on.
They got next.
You'll walk in and you'll be like, hey, who's got next? And they'll be like, oh, that guy's got next. And then you walk over to that guy and you go, hey, you got 5? And be like, yeah, sorry. And be like, all right, who's got next after you? He's like, it's all you. And then you hope other people come to you. Yeah. Sometimes it'll be like, I only got 3. I'm like, cool, can I run with you? He's like, yeah, we got next. Let's do it.
I miss those days. We used to go to open gym all the time on the weekends and just play basketball for days. I don't think I'd make it up and down the court twice before my knees gave out. Did something stupid.
That's why you play half court.
Yeah, half court. But there was 5 on. It was 5-on-5
all the way.
Yeah, they went all the way. And I poked my head in. I go, nope, that's not going to happen. I may go shoot around if there's never anybody in there. But as far as running again, no chance. Dude. No chance. I do not have a humiliation fetish. So
I'll save my next story. Maybe we'll do it and don't do this tomorrow. Something going on with the Red Sox and Fanatics.
It's pretty nuts.
Nobody likes Fanatics, is what I've been able to gather over the last year.
So
anything they touch just turns to crap. But
so they don't. You don't want to do this here? We'll do it tomorrow.
We're running out of time.
All
here.
right, but they've only taken over in the last year?
Maybe 2 years.
2 years.
2 years.
Okay.
I think, yeah.
All right, and the quality has gone down.
Yeah.
All right.
Remember we had the see-through jerseys.
Remember that CEO throwing a baseball? You see that? Remember that video? That guy throwing a baseball? They showed the CEO of Fanatics. Now you know why.
And then one other quick note in baseball: the Angels are going to Angel, and they announced that they won't be broadcasting any spring training games on TV for their fan base
At all.
None.
Just they're still figuring it
Gotta
out.
create
They
some
don't know what they're doing yet.
guys.
Kurt Suzuki's like, cool, man.
Yeah.
On his 1
year deal. Guys, I Angel fans, I'm sorry. I say it every year. I know we've got our own, tumultuous things here. And I get it. But every time they turn like a small corner, there's ownership there to go, wham!
Yeah.
And just punch them right back around the corner.
100%, dude. I feel bad for Angels
I do
fans.
too. And it's not pity. I'm not pitying you guys. That's condescending. I feel bad. Like, you deserve way better. And
weren't they the team that were having their radio announcers just call the game from home?
Yes.
on watching it on the monitor.
Like Matt Vescursion was calling games for him, and he was in New York, just calling games from his home.
They didn't have air conditioning, in the warm up room or whatever. They just deserve better. We had such a good time as a family when we went up there for a game, and they got players I want to watch. I want to watch Zach Neto play baseball every single day.
Yeah,
they got guys that you are interested in. And again, ownership. You're like, hey, how you doing? Whack, just right in the kisser. How do you not build a little bit of momentum going into the
that
season?
seems like an easy one. Let's get our games on TV.
Let's get at least some of them.
Something. I mean, we thought our TV deal was bad. No. And then finally, happy belated birthday to YouTube. YouTube turned 21 years old on Valentine's Day. The very first video to ever get uploaded to YouTube was by a co-founder of YouTube, Jawed Karim. You might have seen it. It was filmed here at the San Diego Zoo on Valentine's Day 2005. The video went up, and he's like, hey, I'm out here at the San Diego Zoo. Check out these elephants behind me.
That's
and stuff
it, huh?
That is the very first video to get onto YouTube. And that video has been acquired by the Victoria and Albert Museum in London. Says they've acquired a reconstructed early YouTube webpage and the first video ever uploaded to the page. So that is now going to live on in the archives of the Victoria and Albert Museum in London.
Pretty cool.
That was how Mark Cuban, right? Made a lot of his money, wasn't YouTube? Mark Cuban.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know if it was YouTube.
It wasn't YouTube.
Tech.
He started the streaming. He was streaming IU basketball. And that's how he made his money. I can't remember the name of his company, though. But
I mean, it changed the world, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, I love YouTube. I spend an inordinate amount of time on YouTube.
YouTube went down the other day.
Broadcast.com is what he started. Yeah.
YouTube went down a couple of days ago for several hours. It was gone just everywhere, nationwide, globally, I think. And I go, that does not happen very often. For all the other apps and websites that every once in a while give you some trouble, YouTube has always been there, and it went down.
Uncle Teddy, when he was here, a couple weeks ago, hanging out with us, is like, you don't understand. I literally live on YouTube because I've watched every Ray Charles concert that he's ever done. They're all living on YouTube. He goes, I've watched every single Frank Sinatra and Ray Charles concert. He goes, I literally live on YouTube. Cool for him. He can go back and actually hear his own highlights on YouTube as well. And you can go back and watch Ben and Woods on YouTube.
Lots of shows, all archived.
Incredible.
Just pick one.
I watch so many old music videos on there, almost every day. I love it. Forget how bad they were back in the day. Really, really bad.
All right. Thank you, Paulie. The Randall Report gives way to spring training Sammy when we come back. First, though, we'll have our biggest fan announcement for a chance to win the night in the Odyssey Suite. Be listening next, hour number 4 of Ben and Woods, coming up on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. Getting some curling tweeted into my timeline this morning. The Team USA women advancing to the semifinals on a very dramatic final stone. They had to get it inside of the red stone in the middle and get it to stop just in time. And they did by like an inch.
Okay.
And they advanced. And then I saw Jordan Stolz won a silver medal to go with his 2 golds. I think this was the 1,500-meter speed skating. He was the big American speed skating star. Did not win a 3rd gold, but did take silver. So 3 medals now, and he'll have a chance for a 4th one coming up later in the games.
I came out all hot and bothered out of the chute, and now I'm ready for it to be over.
The games. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Every time I turn the TV on,
it's not really, it's really 16 days. They call it 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But it's really 2 weeks plus another weekend. It's a long stretch.
It's hard to hold my attention. You know that. It's hard.
I know.
It's very difficult.
Sammy Levit is still waiting for Craig Stammen. I guess
so he just walked up.
Running a little late. So he's talking to Craig Stammen right now. So we'll get him afterwards. We do have time at the moment for our biggest fan contest. If you're listening in, if you've submitted your name online, this is your chance to hear your name called and have 10 minutes to call us back at 833-288-0973. If you do, you'll qualify for our grand prize, 20 tickets for you and your friends, a night in our Odyssey Suite at a Padres game with all the fan staff, catered by Spiro's Mediterranean Cuisine. And this morning's biggest fan is Monique Faluccio from Poway. Monique Faluccio from Poway. You've got 10 minutes to call us, 833-288-0973. Everyone else, register your name at 973thefansd.com/biggest fan.
All right, so Sammy was waiting on Craig Stammen's scrum before he came on our
Correct.
show.
He was supposed to do it at 8:45, so we had him scheduled at 9.
Got it.
But Stammen running late is now talking to the media.
Is Stammen on the hot seat?
Ooh. Not like
Already
Tony Vitello.
Right. Just throwing it out there.
I laughed at the tweet you sent yesterday. Tony Vitello asked about what shows he's streaming.
Listen, I saw that one of their guys said, "Hey, Tony, light question here, but what are you streaming right now on TV?" And I tweeted, "Come on, buddy. We all know the answer." And it was a Mariah Carey movie called Tennessee. So I just tweeted the movie poster. That tweet did not perform as well as I thought it would.
I thought it was a killer.
Thank you. I got
retweeted
17 likes on it. That's it. That's it.
I thought it was a killer. I gave you a retweet, and I never retweet anything.
Never
I
retweet.
I don't retweet a lot, but that one I retweeted.
It just underperformed. It happens. Happens to the best of us. But
I think this is a bit.
I was just poking fun.
That I want to stick around for a little while.
The Tennessee bit?
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
Like when the Giants come to town.
Everyone wear LSU gear.
Wear some burnt orange or something.
No, wear LSU gear. Just really freak them out. We just sing Rocky Top or something. I don't know.
Make him miss Tennessee so badly.
We're not vicious enough as fans.
Sometimes.
I don't think we're vicious enough in the stands. It should be where they're uncomfortable, coming into Petco Park. They're
like the show or more of a college student section. We can get more of that vibe at Padres games.
So my assistant coach for Taylor's baseball team, he pitched in college, and he said, you know what the gnarliest was? He said when we would go play at Army, he said they had every detail about. They knew our mom's names, our sisters' names. He goes, it was like literally the scariest place on the planet to play. I wish there was a little more of that without crossing the line, right? In the big leagues. But listen, I'm also content to just go to a game, throw my feet up, and watch a baseball game.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier this year when the Aztecs went to Utah State, but the Herd, the Utah State Aggies student section, they print out and hand out as you're waiting in line to get in dossiers on players.
San Diego State. We used to do that down here when I was in school. Yeah, like BYU would come to town. They're like, here's everything you need to know about Jimmer Fredette. Here's a video link of him trying to be a rapper in high school.
It's fantastic.
Here's him and his brother doing something stupid. Oh, here's his at that point, we had T-shirts made. They had T-shirts that would pass out on campus. I poked Jimmer's girlfriend because you could go to her Facebook page and poke it at the time. And she got thousands and thousands of people.
There's definitely a line that you can cross, right? And I think a lot of fans do. Tim Flannery has shared with me many stories about when he was, what Dodger fans would say to him about his children when he was in the third base box in San Francisco. So there's definitely a line you can cross. But I think busting Tony V's chops might be actually a good strategic move.
I think so too.
It may work.
All right. Well, I guess it was a quick wham bam. Thank you, Craig Stammen session this morning because Sam Levit is already ready.
Wham bam. Thank you, Stam.
He is already joining us from the Peoria Sports Complex. I got that done with quickly, Sammy.
Yeah, it was a quick one. Meetings went a little bit long, so Craig came out a little bit after his scheduled time, which is A-OK this time of year, certainly. And very quick with Craig Stammen, mostly about the ABS system after we saw the Padres on the big field yesterday. Working with that a little bit, taking live at-bats. Now, what was interesting, and I don't know that we realized this yesterday, there were claims that maybe the system was not quite calibrated correctly because apparently there were pitches that seemed very close to the zone that were being shown like 3-4 feet above the strike zone. So they've got to work on that at the stadium. Hopefully they get that all set by tomorrow. But it was a good opportunity for the guys just to play around with it a little bit and just get into the rhythm of it a little bit. And it was also fun. The guys were into it when they were winning challenges, even if it wasn't calibrated.
You posted the one of Castellanos, I guess, tapping his helmet. And I'm looking at the angle here and I'm like, okay, that looks fairly close. But then on the big screen, it missed by 6 inches. But again, the calibration could be the key.
Apparently. Now, as I was sitting there and videoing everything, it didn't really dawn on me that it was that off. But Craig just said it. It was apparently pretty off yesterday. So hopefully they'll get that figured out. Although it will be interesting just to see how the Padres and how every team utilizes it during spring training. And this is something Craig just talked about. Last year at spring training was kind of like, let's just have fun with it. It doesn't matter. Now it kind of matters because it's going to be there during the regular season. And the Padres certainly are going to be situational with it. Like Craig mentioned, 2 outs, nobody on. Maybe that's a spot where we're not calling for challenges, right? And as guys have success with it or don't have success with it, you may have guys who, kind of get their challenge privileges revoked. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes early in spring. And obviously as we get to the regular season, because now there's no more playing around with this stuff. And hey, if you don't have a challenge late in the game because you wasted them early, well, that could be a very, very significant part of a win or loss when these games really matter. So I do think there's going to be a seriousness to the ABS challenges that we have not seen so far.
Speaking to our pal spring training Sammy here, and I'm watching currently the video you posted of Walker Buehler yesterday. And the leg whip, it's Walker Buehler, and he's pitching for the San Diego Padres. You were there watching that bullpen, and I immediately felt just a tinge of forgiveness in my heart. Just for a moment, when I watched him, I went, "Oh, he looks pretty good in that uniform." And there's that notorious leg kick and lift, and there's that face that was so punchable for so many Padres fans many years. And I went, "Okay, we're gonna have to do this." How did he look in your opinion?
Yeah, look good to me. I mean, it's hard to gauge the bullpen sessions from my vantage point, but what stood out to me is that he was working really closely with Ruben. It was, he was also out there alone for a while. This was not a scenario where they had 3-4 guys throwing at once, where you'll see Ruben kind of bounce back and forth. This was very, very much a one-on-one session with Ruben Niebla and Walker Buehler. Joe Musgrove, Michael King were out there as well. So this begins the process of seeing what Ruben Niebla can, quote unquote, find in Walker Buehler and adjust with him. So it was a very hands-on first bullpen session in a Padres uniform. I can tell you that.
Spring training Sammy coverage presented by David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys. Just back to the ABS for a second.
Yeah.
I saw, so they have to measure all the players' heights.
Correct.
Like very specifically.
I saw it happen.
And I saw, so you actually have some details on this.
Well, I was not in the room. I just passed by the room a couple of times. Yeah, they were measuring. Now, I'm not. It seemed. I don't want to say the wrong thing, so I don't know if that's like. I assume it was something external. A group came in to record the
like
official
an official one?
measurements?
Because, you can't just go by listed heights. Padres had some fun with it on a social media video. Guys don't always, accurately state their heights. They sometimes exaggerate. But in this case, you want to be measured as short as possible.
Guys exaggerate their measurements
because that is going to that will make your strike zone a little bit smaller the shorter that they measure you at.
Yeah, they were measured, and I got a little glimpse of them measuring them, and I didn't quite focus on it enough to see kind of what the contraption was of how they were doing it. But yes, I can tell you they were measured, and that will be the official measurements for the ABS, which is obviously very important when you're talking about this new system. And hey, just for the record, on my dating apps it says 5'8". Am I really 5'7 3/4"?
Are you? I saw the.
I'm like, I'm just like a shade below 5'8". But I'm truthful. I think that rounds up to 5'8".
I think
I'm not going to say 5'7" if it's 5'7 3/4".
I'm with you. I saw yesterday. The Padres do their little mini mic bit, and they do men lie about their height, and guys were like, "No, yeah, I do, I have," and they're like, and then they measured someone. It was incredible. They're like, "You lied your ass off."
Well, I think there's a specific guy who lies about his height the most. He's the guy who's 5'11".
Oh, you're 6'1".
Is the biggest liar about their height.
I've been telling people I'm 6'1". I might just be 6 feet. Maybe I need to do a full. You have a tape measure.
Yeah,
on
you're
you?
Also in that category because if you say 6 feet, most people assume you're lying.
Correct. They think I'm 5'11".
When
so
you
I just
say
say
you're
6'1".
they feel like, well, I know he's at least 6 feet.
Yeah. Exactly. And you're how old or how old? How tall, Paulie?
6'4", 6'3.5", somewhere in there.
You
6'3.5".
You guys are the same height.
You guys are a very, very tall
close.
radio show.
We are. I'm the shrimp.
Have you ever been the shrimp in the room?
Never.
6'1", 220.
220.
That's a decent size.
6'1", 220.
I'm
like
by
a little
far the smallest of the three.
The
of us.
little waif of the group.
Over the years, so many people come up to us
Man,
and like,
you guys are big.
God,
dude.
you guys are tall.
You got the smaller strike zone. Paulie
That's
and I
true.
have to protect more of the plate.
That is true.
We'll be measured taller than players, so that's a factor this year.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, man. I saw they were measuring Caleb Durbin. He's like 5'6". It's crazy. The Red Sox third baseman now. No, it's going to be fun. I love all the new. It's just another thing for a manager to have to worry about, Sammy. But I love it. I think for a fan, it's going to be electric, elite.
I agree. And look, obviously, it doesn't have kind of the surprise factor because now we've seen it in spring training a couple of times after this season. But I agree with you, and I know we've talked about it before. I think it's going to be really good. I think it adds a little strategy. I think it keeps the umpires accountable. It's very, very quick. I think the drama of seeing it up on the board and where it lands, I think is good. It reminds me of tennis with the in and out. I'm very much a proponent, and I think it's going to be one of those things we look at in a few weeks into the regular season and say this, why didn't we have this sooner?
Now, Sammy, we've been to many, many spring trainings, and oftentimes we've spent time at camp together.
Mm-hmm.
And there's been some weird ones. There's been some camps where you're like, the vibe is off. I mean, we can all remember at least 2 or 3 where you're like, something ain't right. Something is not right here. This one, now from just the video I've seen, but you're around there, like, how does it feel? It seems like everyone's pretty loose.
The vibes seem off the charts.
Vibes seem insane.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, look, I think this time of year, no matter what, everything's pretty relaxed.
But
and
not
chill
really,
and
because
fun.
I remember a couple being out there and going, "Ooh."
The vibe, and we're just going to talk about the vibe. I think Craig Stammen certainly sets a very relaxed tone. Now, that's not me saying, and obviously it's very early in his tenure as a manager, that, he's just this relaxed guy, do whatever. But I will tell you, at least in the early part of his tenure, in speaking to the media and being around him, and I've said this to you guys before already, he's just very comfortable. Like, I don't think Craig is rattled by this opportunity at all. Like, I don't think there's any part of it that is rattling him, that's going to surprise him, that's like going to, kind of from a mental standpoint, like spin him out. He's very, very, very comfortable. You get that sense. And look, I also think something that I notice around the clubhouse and around the complex, and as they do drills and some of the videos we've posted, guys, this is a group that's been together a long time. They've been through a lot together. And I I really think you sense that in the way they interact with one another. It's a veteran group, and man, these guys have been together now a long time when you talk about the core of this team, and I think you do get that sense when you're here for sure.
Craig's not lamenting his time he spent with the Washington Nationals or anything.
And I don't think it's so much the manager. I mean, I'll call him out by name. One of the greatest players of his generation. Juan Soto made things a little weird.
He did.
When he was in camp with the Padres.
It was great.
It was a weirder
weird.
vibe with Juan Soto around
It was a weirder vibe. There's just no question about it. I love Juan Soto. You guys
I do
know
too.
that. I love it. The guy's unbelievable to watch. I
still do.
To watch him hit, and it's next level. But it was a weirder dynamic back then. And maybe people were threatened. Maybe he wasn't cool, whatever it was. But I like from what I've seen so far, I like how everyone seems really engaged, and I like that. It's the least they can do, but yeah.
Sammy, any thoughts on, we had the discussion about the potential 6-man rotation that Craig Stammen talked about yesterday. Not that he was committing to anything, but I saw some potential benefits to it if they have the options for that early in the season.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of benefits to it. Obviously, it would enable you to work one more guy into the rotation that you like. It also, I think for a guy like Joe, I do think as the season goes along, there's going to be benefit in, maybe cutting off some of his innings as the season goes along. So that's another potential benefit of it. We'll see. We'll see how it all shakes out. I think this early in spring, and you heard Craig allude to it in the answer, I think this early in spring, like, you're never going to really shut anything down, but I think it's a possibility. We'll see. It might depend on kind of what they feel about the guys they have. How they are and how it fits into the schedule and things like that. I will leave you guys just with one more thing about starting pitching. I know we talked about Tristan McKenzie a few days ago. I talked to Tristan today, and I'm going to post my conversation with him in the next hour or so. Look, he views this as a really nice opportunity. Really, really excited to be back with Ruben Niebla, somebody that he worked with the Cleveland organization in the minor leagues when he got to the major leagues. He's got a new sinker that I think is a big part of what he's doing now, and says it's been really effective so far, and feels good about where he's at. And I asked him, I said, is this like, are you trying to kind of get back to the version of yourself you had in 2021, when you're posting a really low ERA and 190 something innings? He's like, look, I like kind of the term new version of myself. And I think the fact that Ruben is here was a part of why he signed here. The fact that the pitching group here has been so strong is a reason why he signed here. And he did go out of his way to mention that new sinker. So that is something to keep in mind. Hey, we sometimes see, it's just one pitch or one little adjustment that totally changes a guy's career and what they can do. So he's certainly, after that live the other day that I think a lot of people liked, he's somebody to continue to keep an eye on for sure.
Love it.
Sammy, good work as always. We will talk to you tomorrow. We'll see you in person on Monday. Oh, nice job on your day in the life of a spring training.
Yeah, it was great.
Broadcaster video.
Thank you. I want to do one, but mine's going to be way different.
I just couldn't help by picturing you setting up that camera way out as you walk into the building, and then you walk into the building, but then you got to go way back out and get the camera.
He's
again.
Unreal.
Yeah, I do multiple takes. Yeah.
He's unbelievable. I want to watch.
The unedited version of all these things would make a good video. And
we need to make.
I want to film him
making of the
I want
video.
to film him.
Yeah,
very meta, if you will.
That's actually, I really like that idea.
Behind the scenes.
We got you.
Behind the scenes.
We got you on
the shot.
We got you next week.
Me with the tripod.
Sammy, I'll be in touch.
We got you next week.
Paulie's on it. He's got a special surprise too. So yeah, we will see you on Monday. We'll talk to you tomorrow though.
All right, guys. See ya.
Spring training Sammy coverage brought to you by David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys, helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime. Since 2010, visit davidpshapirolaw.com.
I had a buddy call me the other day, and he goes, I didn't really need anything. He goes, I just wanted to tell you how effing good Sam Levit is. I go, I know, dude. He's so great. He goes, I just love Sammy. I go, you're right. He's the best. He's the best. Keep him forever.
Tyler says it's just the same as Sammy's video, but then you have a shot of him walking back to his tripod,
which is great. I want a
single time.
I want to see him do the
dude,
going back.
Yeah, next
trying a different angle. Like I have to see it. I have to see it.
It's almost going to be weird to see it in the wild,
bro. If you've ever seen an influencer in the wild, and it honestly, as much as there is going on now, I've only really seen it like 3 times. I've
Can we
seen
talk about this when we come back? I want to talk about
it.
this. Influencers in the wild. We got to take a quick timeout. We'll come back with more Ben and Woods after a check of traffic here on 97.3 The Fan.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open. Okay, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Casting live from the Bill House Studios. We know how. Final hour of Ben and Woods. Just saw a little news from our friend Jessica Kleinschmidt. She tweeted, "The Athletics have hired Bob Melvin as a special assistant for baseball operations."
I'm wondering how long he'd be out of the game.
Let go last year by the San Francisco Giants.
Yep.
And now back with the A's organization.
Can always go home.
Can always go home.
Can always go home.
All right, we were in the middle of talking about influencers in the wild.
Sammy's one of them, right? Like Sammy is fully now, he's done those shots down at Sunset Cliffs and sets up the tripod. It is wild to see. If you take the gym out of it, I haven't seen that many. I've seen a lot in the gym. The gym I used to go to was notorious for it. But if you take that out, this is my new bicep ritual, right? Like whatever.
Yeah.
You take the gym out of it and you're just out and about in public. I laugh every time. It kills me.
I've seen a bunch in Vegas, but that seems like a place where it doesn't seem super unnatural.
Anything goes.
But
there.
like if you're like walking down, Fifth Avenue in the downtown or something, and you just see a guy on the street like setting up and doing his content, that would be a little bit jarring. Have you ever had it like in a restaurant, like a food critic?
So that's the
I've
one
never
that I
seen
think.
one.
Yeah, I've seen this once or twice, and I follow some of the food influencers, like the local ones.
You want to be one so bad, don't you?
Except I don't want to have to do this part of it. Yeah, shout out to the marvelous muncher out there. Be marvelous. You ever watch him?
Hang on.
He's like San Diego's.
Hang on.
I would say he's San Diego's like number one food influencer on Instagram. Marvelous Muncher.
Save that.
What, you've not seen Marvelous Muncher?
Save that one. No, I've never heard of.
Come on, everybody in the chat, you know who Marvelous Muncher is. He goes around to different restaurants trying burritos and Hawaiian plates and, checks out new spots. Obviously he's got some sponsored content as well.
Tyler.
And then he ends every post by saying, and remember, be marvelous.
Tyler in the chat. M is for Marvelous Munch. We're gonna have to do an alphabet every year, Paulie. Just so you know, we have to do it every year.
Look him up on Instagram. I'm not making this up. He's a San Diego food influencer, but
it's not that I don't believe you.
So I've
but it's
seen,
just funny when you
it's
say
so
Marvelous
awkward,
Muncher
because it looks
M.
pretty. As in
Marvelous Muncher.
It looks pretty normal when you see a post online and they're trying to, he's often in the seat of his car. He does it like eating the food. But when they go to a restaurant and it looks like, they're at the table and they take a bite. Oh, this is like delicious, whatever. But then behind the scenes, you ever walk in and they're doing it, you have a light and everything set up. Usually there's like an assistant. They've got like 9 plates of food for one person in front of them because they order like everything on the menu so they can take 1 or 2 bites of everything and give a fully accurate review. But everyone knows what they're doing. It's not like some, secret reviewer that comes in. If a restaurant sees you coming in, setting up ring lights, a camera, and ordering everything on the menu, my guess is they're going to take care in the preparation of your food, knowing this is going on social media. Maybe this is our big chance to really, get our word out that our food is good right here with an influencer that's at our place.
I have seen some boyfriends relegated to holding the camera at times in some vacation spots. I have seen that. I always just shake my head and walk by, like, man, that's tough. All right, I get it. She's turning around and her butt's showing, and there he is just holding the camera. Like, okay, try it again, but different, right?
But how's this?
Yeah, how's this look? So I have definitely seen it. It does. I do want to get I want to see Sammy, but I don't want him to know that we're watching. Does that make sense? I want to see him setting up a deal, but I don't want him to know.
You don't want to be self-conscious about it. You want
I want him to be natural. I want to see the real thing.
Right.
The Marvelous Muncher.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's his name? I don't know what his real name is.
What if he's a listener?
Don't know. Maybe we'll find out.
Shout out Marvelous Muncher.
I wonder how much free food he gets. I have no
Probably
idea.
A bunch.
I don't know like the percentage of food that you pay for versus is provided for free for these influencers as well. And of course,
as in
Marvelous Muncher.
One down.
I won't eat it, but I will smell it all day long.
I is for 2 down.
Gobbler's Knob.
3 down.
Spotted Dick.
4. My stomach hurts. The alphabet bit was one of my favorite things on the planet we've ever done. And now it's like, all right, let's do the 2026 version. Start stockpiling, Paulie. Now that I know it, and
Beaver Stadium.
I can train my brain. I'll be like, Paulie, you just got one for L or whatever.
Master. We've got too many M's. Adolf Hitler.
No, my stomach. It hurts. It's
man,
good. Gobbler's Knob is unbelievable.
That's
P
the
as in
panties.
I'm dead.
Gobbler's Knob is where they do the Punxsutawney Phil Groundhog Day bits.
Diana Maurice is cackling in the airport right now. Mothers, I'd like to fight. M is for we have too many M's. Mothers, I'd like to fight.
Oh my!
It's one of the best moments of the week, by the way. Man, all right. Well, if it's on Netflix, I remember. I'll probably tune in.
It'll be on Netflix in May.
Yeah.
All right.
Tune in.
We will move on.
Moms, I'd like to fight.
Damn it! The MILFs wasn't clean. Say it clean.
It's got the right context
Say
anymore.
clean.
No,
Say it clean.
no, you know, yeah, I'm not a toy to wind up and play.
You
play
can't,
with
aren't
as you see fit.
Oh, dude, that's so good, man. That's so good.
We're going to take a final timeout. We'll come back. At this point, I think we're just spinning the topic wheel because we've gotten silly here. Wrapping up a Thursday, Throwback Thursday with Ben and Woods on San Diego.
As in
Marvelous Muncher. Number one sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
He just here. I'll show you a little. Just a little.
Please don't.
Just a little bit. What hurts on you?
Nothing at all.
A little bit.
Not that now.
So let's say
whatever you're about to touch is the only thing.
Let's say
it's gonna hurt.
Right?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Pretend your knee hurts.
Pretend your knee.
It's going to in a second.
Right here.
Oh, that is not pleasant.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Hard. People in the chat were like, dude, I almost peed my pants. It was incredible. Man.
That was good.
That was unbelievable.
You always dream of being a funny entertainer.
Yeah.
But no one really dreams of being unintentionally funny.
Don't you?
Not really.
Oh, you want, because your jokes are terrible, but
Right.
your other, when I've told you this since the day we met, don't try to be funny.
Right.
Just be you, and that's good. It's you can't quantify how funny you are and how funny you.
That's going to be tough in a stand-up routine.
It
though.
will be.
Standing up there, not trying to be funny, but actually being funny. I don't know how to do it. I just know how to be myself.
Be yourself. It's elite. It's elite. You
I
can't.
smoked a J on Pirates of the Caribbean during grad night. LMAO.
Just listen to his drops. I just want to, like, on my deathbed, Paulie, will you just come sit next to
Just
me
loop it.
and just loop all of his drops over the years, just all of his little sayings and Marvelous Muncher and everything else.
So you're laughing so much. I thought by far my funniest comment of the hour was "Wham Bam, thank you, Stan."
Wham Bam, thank you, Stan was pretty good. But see, that's the problem, is you think that's your,
Yeah, it's
Right.
when I think it's funny, it's a problem.
by
Marvelous Muncher, I didn't think was funny at all. That was just his name, and I was trying to be accurate.
It's so good, dude. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, I'm on my deathbed, and Paulie is just next to me playing all the. Tommy Lasorda was a great manager. He and Steve Garvey were good friends. I mean, that's what I need. That's what I want to take.
Tommy
me off.
Lasorda was a great manager. Him and Steve Garvey were good friends.
I need that. I need that to take
Sorry,
me to
it's
the.
him and Steve Garvey. Remember that was an entire email
Yeah.
about grammar and the proper use of him and.
Yes.
I had an opportunity to do a 2-for-1.
I just saved all this random stuff.
He's not the only one I got.
Everyone's getting cream pies. Whoa, 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 whoa. At work for desserts.
Right.
Your boss bought two
Right.
separate cream pies, a Boston cream pie and a lemon
cream pie.
cream pie. So I just said it was brazen of her to think everybody wants a cream pie at work.
They were gone by the end of the day. I promise you that.
I bet they were. Dude.
All right, let's we'll check traffic one last time, and we'll spin the topic wheel once or twice to wrap this thing up on a Thursday.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center. Injured? Demand justice. Demand Jurowitz. 855GetRoss.com. Here's Kelly Danick.
Might find some slick roadways around parts of the county. We've had some scattered showers and heavier stuff on the way, so brace yourself for what could be a very busy afternoon commute. A couple of problems on eastbound 8. One is a collision just before College. It's blocking the slow lane. Then a crash up ahead that appears to be blocking the transition ramp east 8 to northbound 125. Northbound 5 of the 163, watch out for a stalled vehicle over the right shoulder. I'm Kelly Danick with Ben and Wood, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
All right, right, if you could only eat one cuisine forever, what would it be? Not one specific dish.
No, I get it.
One cuisine.
There's two, and they're just
can't
right neck and neck.
Well, you can't do it though. Either of them.
It's got to be Italian or Mexican.
Of course, I think
Italian
that's
or
everybody's
Mexican, right?
choice.
I mean, I'd miss Chinese food. I'd miss American food.
Yeah,
French food is great in small quantities here and there. But if I had to live on one or the other, it's Italian or Mexican, and I don't know how I would choose. I would be so sad to miss the other one the rest of my life.
I mean, I think the answer is clear. It's Mexican food, but I can't do it. I have one bite and I'm like,
I think I would live a better life if I ate Italian food. It doesn't always have to be pasta.
That's
every
true.
day. I mean, I think you
eat
can
a lot of fish,
vegetables, grilled fish. I think with and we stereotype Mexican food a little bit. There are healthy Mexican foods as well, but
we don't eat them.
The ones I'm thinking of, the taquitos, the burritos, tacos, quesadillas, and stuff. It wouldn't live too long if that was the only thing I ate.
Japanese that's solid. Steve is
Japanese would be incredibly satisfying and healthy.
Yeah, and delicious.
Chinese
delicious.
food would be tough.
Yeah.
Thai food would be tough.
Yeah, I think Japanese
But then I'd
would
be
be
missing
mine.
both Mexican and Italian if I pick
Because you
Japanese.
you get the meat, you get the rice, you get the fish, you get the veggies. I'm going Japanese. That's what I would do.
That's a good healthy choice.
Elite, too.
Really healthy choice.
Really good. Really good. It's a good question. It's a good question.
It'd be tough, man.
Which one would you never eat again?
I guess I'm
never again.
I don't eat Indian food, so that would be mine.
Can I mean, I know this is sacrilegious. American food? Like, can I give up?
No one's surprised.
American food.
No one's surprised.
I'll
by
take
that.
all the other foods and give your
boneless wings and whatnot.
Hot dogs, and I can probably live without them.
Yeah, I probably could too.
Processed everything.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Let's see what we got here. Kind of already did this earlier today, actually, but the question is
favorite cream pie.
What is your favorite smell?
Well,
just your overall favorite smell.
I think we did this one.
We did this last week.
Yeah, because I said like a bakery or a coffee shop, like coffee.
God, that's good.
Like ground coffee. I think we did this one recently.
Yeah,
though.
we've done a bunch where it's like, oh, your favorite, place to walk into.
Christmas tree pine is always a good one.
Yeah. Question asks, what is worse? Having bad Wi-Fi or receiving slow service? Like at a restaurant.
Bad Wi-Fi. I can deal with slow service. Be patient. Bad Wi-Fi it's infuriating. Slow service, I get it. Restaurants packed or whatever. I'll be fine. Takes a little bit longer to get your food. Try to enjoy your company.
Yeah, but you're paying a lot of money usually if you're going out.
I'm paying a lot of money for Wi-Fi too. And when it goes out, I'm just livid.
I think I would go the other direction.
Really?
Everybody's Wi-Fi is going to go on the fritz every once in a while and be slow. And that's just an opportunity to get away from online.
Unless you have something
if you have something
absolutely
to do,
urgent to do. How many
Wi-Fi
times have you logged in and been like, oh my God, dude, not now. Not now. Please not now. It's for me. I'm still amazed.
If I go out to dinner and I'm dropping $300 and then you got
Where are you
slow
eating
service.
I'm not a service Linda. I certainly understand the ins and outs that, you can't always take
service Linda.
Well,
by
I
the
thought
way?
we had changed Karen to Linda. Wasn't that? Paulie told us that was.
Oh,
the
we
new-
did?
Karen was the new, because you said your mom was Linda and the
What? My mom's name is Julie. I
Never
don't know
mind.
what you're talking about.
Who was
We're
Linda?
at the Ben takes ketamine portion of the show this morning.
I may be confusing a conversation with someone else now that I think about it.
I believe you are.
I don't even know a Linda.
Service Linda. I goes.
I'm not I'll never complain
Me
about
neither.
the service.
Never.
I'll just grin and whatever. But if you're somewhere, I mean, I appreciate good service certainly way more than I appreciate good Wi-Fi.
Yes.
I don't know. If I have really good Wi-Fi, I'm very appreciative
Really?
of it.
Yeah, I just expect good Wi-Fi everywhere I go.
Kind
but you
of.
don't always get good service.
Maybe that's why you're more mad when you don't have the good Wi-Fi,
Yeah.
because you just expect it.
Maybe.
And
I
good
always-
service is a treat.
I feel like I always get good service. I can't tell you though. I honestly could not tell you the last time that I had bad service at a restaurant. Bad. Like I waited a little bit long for a meal recently. It was okay. You know why? Because it was absolutely worth it when it got there. It was spectacular. That happened twice in the last 10 days. I waited a little bit longer than I probably should have, but it was so good. It was so worth it. But Wi-Fi makes me insane. I mean, when I see loading, I lose my mind.
Yeah, we were at dinner the other night. Dinner took a little longer than we thought to come up. But you just don't know what happens. I mean, if it comes out and like they think this doesn't look right, I want to make sure it's good. I'm not going to ding the server because it took a little longer, and the kitchen wanted to make sure my food was like proper and what I ordered and done the right way. So that's going to happen from time to time.
I mean, there's nothing worse when you check into like a hotel or something and they have bad Wi-Fi. You're like, you're joking, dude. It's 2026.
Right?
Like, what are we like that? Because I'm paying for that, right, Paulie? Like, I'm paying for that hotel. It's also $14.95 a day if you want the good one. Like,
that sucks.
Come on. All right, that's a good one. One more time.
One last time. Yeah, we get a good foursome here on the topic wheel spin.
Love a good foursome.
All right, topic wheel asks: is it better to peak early or late in life?
Late.
Think so?
Absolutely late.
Late.
I don't even think that's up for debate.
Have you and I peaked yet?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I still think that I might still peak later in life.
Maybe. Sweet that you think that, but I definitely peaked.
I certainly
I'm
don't
on the down slope.
I don't want to be the person who's absolutely sure they peaked at like 19. That to me,
that's tough.
That would be tough.
I know plenty of those guys, man. Plenty of those dudes. And it's like, hey man, that's not coming back. It's not coming back. I watched The Wedding Singer recently. And remember, his bride left him at the altar because she said to him, I'm not in love with Robbie now. I'm in love with Robbie 6 years ago when he was the lead singer of Crucial Taunt and you were licking the microphone. And he's like, I'm a wedding singer now. This is what I do. And she left him. He peaked. He peaked at 19, but then he ended up getting the girl.
I'll tell you a song that I wouldn't even call it one of my favorite songs, but always makes me like think when it comes on is Jack and Diane.
Oh yeah, it's a great one.
I mean, it's a good song.
It's a thinker.
But it is always.
You like when they say sucking on a chili dog.
Sucking on a chili dog. But no, it's life goes on long after the thrill
is gone.
Of living is gone.
Yeah.
I always think
sucking
about
on
that.
A chili dog. Sucking on a chili dog.
Very
Giving up chili dogs when I don't eat my American cuisine anymore.
That's right.
But that particular line has always gotten me, maybe more than any other in like music history.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the one that jumped out at you.
Life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone.
Yeah.
And I always wonder, like, do I still have the thrill of living? Because I don't want to.
Are you okay?
Did I ever have the thrill of living?
Are you all right now?
No, I mean, it's one that really gets me.
Oh.
It's one that really gets me.
I guess I never thought about that.
Sucking on.
There it is.
Chili dog. Sucking on a dog. Sucking on a chili dog.
Wait, what does that line mean to you?
Huh?
What does that line mean to you?
Sucking on a chili dog.
That one means he's sucking on a chili dog, and he really likes it. That line to me means that, everyone
Is
gets
it depressing?
Old. Yeah, it's depressing. Massively. I saw a guy yesterday. I went to get blood work done at LabCorp. Had a great experience, by the way. Went to a different one. And I saw this guy get wheeled out of LabCorp. He's probably, gentle estimation, he's probably 100 years old. And he's in there getting lab work. And I'm like, it freaked me out. Freaked me out to no end. I was like, he's in there. He's like, had to give his blood and everything. And I'm like, that dude's 100 years old in a wheelchair getting pushed in there. Like, ugh, it's coming.
But I also think that one of my fears, I don't know if you share it, is that you won't feel like you lived enough life in your life.
I'll be fine.
You'll probably be fine. But
I'll be good.
That song always comforts me in a way, knowing, life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone.
When I'm on my deathbed, I will go, you didn't leave many stones unturned.
That's
buddy.
good.
Yeah,
that's good.
100%. So I am absolutely fine in that regard. I've lived way too much.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm good.
So I feel like
you
there's
got
time.
some living to do.
Like, I still do.
Yeah.
So
maybe I've peaked and you haven't.
I don't know.
Maybe you're
That's
right.
what I'm wondering.
All right.
But my life's going to go on. I don't know that I'm done with the thrill of living yet.
I look forward to being a part of your off-peaking ride very much.
You're definitely part of my thrill of living. That's for sure.
Very much.
I'd have a lot less thrill.
That's true.
Without Woods in my life.
Oh, we've had some good times. Some good times. You stepped out of your comfort zone a lot.
A lot.
Talking about some of the things that you talk about now.
Not always my favorite moments,
No.
but thrilling.
My favorite moments, though.
Thrilling.
Yeah, my favorite. Marvelous Munch.
Might have some more thrills.
I won't eat it,
but I will smell it
Yeah,
all day long.
100%.
Thrills coming up next week as we head out to spring training.
I
There's
can't
always
wait.
a thrill or two.
I'm
Marvelous
getting-
Muncher.
I'm getting the itch. We got a lot of good stuff planned for you guys. We got a lot of
It's gonna be fun.
got a lot of things lined up already that are going to make for some really, really good content. So should be fun.
First, though, we'll have a Friday edition of Ben and Woods tomorrow at 6 a.m.
Member stream tonight.
Catch up with our
Oh,
D.
that's right.
Smith. Oh,
Member
and 7 o'clock member gold stream for our gold YouTube members. We will catch you tonight to talk about whatever. For now, though, Braden and Frank coming up next for executive producer Paul Reindl and Stephen Woods. I'm Ben Higgins. Have a great rest of your Thursday from all of us here at San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. So long, everybody.